What's up, everybody? Welcome to the LaserPants Live episode. What episode is this? I don't know. 6? I think episode 6. Thanks for joining us. Glad to see y'all here. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Very special show today. I got a good buddy of mine from across the way, and I don't want to hesitate to introduce him because he's so bloody handsome. This guy right here, Dan Who.
Mate, I'm still moshing to your intro. That is like some crazy dubstep. Copyright free as well.
First time
it was
you've
beautiful.
heard it, huh?
Mate, it's beautiful, beautiful. Pow, how are we doing? What time is it for you?
It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
That's all right. It's a nice chilled weekend afternoon day. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
What is it, like 10 o'clock where you're at?
Yeah, 10 o'clock. All good.
Cracking that beer?
That's fine. I might have to pick the missus up from somewhere later, so Fanta Lemon. So.
Well, I'll probably keep you from that. This is going to be a long show.
Let's go for it.
Okay, strap in. Now, you covered
She's
a
got
lot
Uber.
of it. What's that?
She's got Uber, don't worry.
Oh, okay, yeah. Forget it then. She's got Uber. So, it's been pretty crazy the past couple days. All this San Diego Comic-Con stuff. Seeing everyone, from YouTube that we see all year long in their live streams, on their panels. Seeing them in San Diego without me, without you.
And me. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not there.
Yeah. I feel a little left out, but maybe next year.
If I went there, genuinely, it would cost me thousands of pounds in travel and expenses, and I wouldn't be able to afford all of this stuff that I want to buy that they announce at San Diego Comic-Con. So it's a catch-22. So
listen, Dan, we all know you don't buy any Marvel Legends. They're sent to you.
Shh. No one's meant to know that.
Oh,
so that was between you and me.
I said the quiet part out loud. Sorry.
Think.
Hey, thanks for coming on the 3POA channel.
You are very welcome.
Live. It's your first time here.
It is.
Not the first time we've hung out. I've been on your show a couple times. You've been
every Thanksgiving, isn't it? You get a week off or something like that.
Yeah, a couple days.
I literally think it's every Thanksgiving we get a Ryan Sir Laser Trousers appearance on our stream.
Well, what? Just a few months away, then we'll do it again, huh?
Indeed.
I'm inviting myself on your channel.
You're welcome anytime.
Awesome. All right. How about next week?
Not next week though. Sorry.
Oh, next week. Tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow either. No. Just the allocated time that I've given you. All right. That's enough of that.
Emotional damage.
Fine. That's how I feel.
Right, if my eyes are bouncing all over the screen, by the way, it's because I'm also trying to pre-order stuff that just went live. So I'm here, I'm with you, but my eyes are going to be bouncing all over the place. So I haven't got some weird disease.
It's all good. So Hasbro Pulse pre-orders just went up.
Yes.
Were you furiously getting them during the intro like I was?
I'm trying to get them now. But I order mine all separately rather than all in one big cart because you never know with shipping, do you? And it's always frustrating when something gets stuck in the same shipping thing but doesn't come out for months later. So I just make separate orders and just take the hit on the postage.
Now wait, they don't have the free shipping thing on Pulse over there?
I'm not always using Pulse because Pulse isn't always the quickest thing.
No.
For us, Pulse is okay. Pulse has been good, but some of our independent retailers who source directly from Hasbro, so Hasbro will get their stock and make sure they source the independent retailers before they store it in stock themselves. So before Hasbro Pulse UK have even put their stock up, I'll have stuff like this in hand now because it goes to the independent retailers first. So that's my trick. It's just you go to the independent retailers
right
in the UK, Kapow Toys, Comic and Cocktails, Star Action Figures, In Demand. They're the go-to places. And then Pulse is a last resort. The only reason we like Pulse is because you can cancel your order without hesitation. So Pulse is a FOMO purchase.
Oh yeah. So Pulse is always last, and I think it's on their contracts with the retailers. We won't ship until we give you guys a chance.
Yeah,
right?
It sounds like it. Yeah.
But there was a few things that were Pulse exclusive, and we'll get to that. But yeah, during the intro, I was on there pre-order. Yeah. And I got what I wanted, which was great. We do have a couple super chats here. So while you're finishing up your pre-orders,
please, yes,
I will get to these super chats since you're not paying attention.
I'm not. No. Who?
Okay. The Canuck, thank you very much. He says this is for the Laser Shorts and Nerf Kid toy crossover. Make it happen. Hey, thank you, man. Much appreciated. Might have to do that. Analog Toys says FU2 for streaming during a UFC fight night in London's O2 Arena. Look, we're toy nerds. We don't watch UFC.
Yeah,
I do sometimes. You know, if I'm invited to a friend's house, then I'll watch it. How about you? UFC guy?
No.
Nah. Toy guy?
Nah. I'm not manly enough for that. Nah, not manly enough.
Right. Thank you, Tony. Thanks for giving me my super chat back from yesterday. All right. So lots of reveals. You, based on your background, and if anyone here doesn't know, Dan Hu is a big time Marvel Legends collector.
This is green screen, by the way. Just putting it out there before you put me out like that.
Oh, come on.
I can turn it off in a second.
Yeah, big Marvel Legends collector. So I wanted to start with Legends. It was kind of, for me, yeah, I think it was the most exciting thing that's been shown so far this weekend. And I know they just showed a bunch of G.I. Joe stuff. Might get to that. But I have nothing prepared because we just found out what all that stuff was. So now, how do you feel about HasLab?
I don't mind the model. Now, I know you and your circles are not a big fan of the concept.
Hold on. My circles?
Yeah, you've got circles. You've got the free POA and etc. And I listen. I'm a fan first and foremost.
Are we about to disagree on something?
Yeah, probably, and that's absolutely fine. You know, as adults, we're allowed to, and that's fine.
I like it. All right.
So, yeah, I understand you guys' perspective, and I'm not saying your perspective on it is wrong at all. A big corporation like Hasbro doesn't need to do a HasLab. Of course, they don't need to, but but they're a successful business for a reason because they make these decisions. And like, if they're going to put something in production that they can't even get 8,000 people to guarantee are going to buy, then why bother? Do you know, like, that's just good business, I think. So don't get me wrong, I'd rather things be cheaper and all of that good stuff, but I don't hate the concept. If it allows us the opportunity to get some cool collectibles that we may not otherwise, then I'm all for it. It's not like Hasbro ever putting a gun to anyone's head saying you have to buy it. It's completely up to you. If you don't want it, move on along. And that's what the Star Wars fans seem to be doing at the minute. Sorry about that. But no, like as I said, we got the Hiss Tank. Hopefully now Marvel are going to reveal something fun with Ghost Rider. But yeah, Galactus, happy days. And as I said, if you don't want it, move on along. Absolutely fine. Not Hasbro. Do not care if you want it or not. So
move on along, but talk trash about it on your YouTube channel.
Of course, that's why people have YouTube.
Right? I mean, be super negative and be
yes,
hurtful towards individual people.
Don't get me wrong. There's stuff I have gripes about, but I just try to use. I don't know. I don't like to harp on the negative. Like, I like you guys. I have an opinion on things, but my opinion is not going to change some boardroom's decision making. Do you know what I mean? So why waste my energy putting those negative vibes out there? If I don't like something, I try not to talk about it. Do you know? Because then I'm not giving it my time and attention. But a lot of people out there just give so much time and attention to the stuff they don't like.
I think we want to give it our attention for clicks, right? I mean, super negative, get clicks. That's the formula.
There's definitely a section of YouTube that I call the grumpy old men section. And these are all YouTube channels that have got 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that. And they've got really clickbait thumbnails and stuff like that. And they're just
you just described me to a T. That was perfect.
It's really negative for the sake of being negative. And if that's your niche, that's fine. And there's an audience for that. Don't get me wrong. There's an audience for that. I get it. It's just not for me. It's not for me. I can't sit there and listen to grown men that buy toys, sitting in their high horses, moaning about corporations. It's like, get off your high horse, mate. We're buying toys. It's all good.
But at the same time, we got to be free to speak our mind about this stuff, you know?
Absolutely. That's why I'm just saying, it's just not my arena. That's all it is. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anyone's wrong. I'm just saying it's not an avenue that I go down. That's all. I just try and stay to I don't buy toys to review that I'm not going to like. Do you know what I mean? Just because, believe it or not, Hasbro don't send me stuff for free all the time. So,
okay, I like the caveat there. But I can't talk trash because I got a surprise for everyone a little bit later.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Lucky boy. So,
Whew.
yeah. So
Man.
that's why I'm very positive on my channel, because I'm not really spending my money on stuff I'm not going to like. Do you know what I mean? So,
Strident says, Dan, be negative. Search your feelings. You know you want it.
honestly, people try and get me to the dark side all the time. I can be a dickhead if I need to be. Do you know what I mean? But I'm a sarcastic Brit. But no, I try to just
look,
positive.
There is a whole group of people that are not going to understand how sarcastic I'm being right now.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, and they're going to take it 100% literally, which is fine. I think that's even funnier. But anyway, a little earlier this week, they did a quick unboxing on their YouTube. It was Ryan Ting, good friend of mine, and Dwight. They unboxed this Galactus here, and they showed it off. It's coming in the next few months. I think they said fall, and a few months it'll start shipping. What?
You've got one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I ordered this one. Look, I have my complaints about HasLab, but I'm also a huge hypocrite, and I ordered it.
Yeah. At least you
I just think, there's no reason to say buy it now or we won't make it. I think they could just make it. I mean, this is a layup for them. That's my thoughts on HasLab. I don't think they need to, put pressure on the fan base. It's predatory. That's my thing. Like, that is predatory. Buy it in 45 days or you're never getting it. You know what I mean? I think they could just make it, whether it's on store shelves or Pulse or whatever. Obviously, people wanted it. They sold over 30,000 of them. But anyway, so they unboxed this thing. It looked great. They really showed off the ratchets, which it was nice to see. I just wish they could do something about my Sentinels that keep falling over. But we did get to see a couple of Galactus Heralds. These will go with Galactus. So the Fallen, which is cool. Brand new figure, never gotten him. Galactus's first Herald.
Indeed. And
he's packed in with a
Tesseract.
Yeah.
The first Hasbro builder figure from the Epic Heroes days, about 2012-13 time.
Yep, 10-year-old figure. I feel like they could have updated it a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. But to be fair to that particular builder figure, like it can still, like, of course, in 10 years they can make updates to that, but it can still sort of stand on its own in a modern collection. It doesn't look, like some of the Toy Biz ones look really out of date, and there's too much, like, where this still sort of fits within a modern collection, I think. So it's one of the rare ones that still holds up, I think.
I absolutely think it holds up. The ball hip joints are a little, those are way out of date, but it's kind of covered by the skirt. You don't really see it. It's just a bit awkward to pose sometimes. But Analog Toy says, enjoy my joy, MFers, and I get joy from being critical.
Fair. That's fair.
You can't argue with him. He hits me.
Oh, then we can't be having that. Okay. We've got numbers for that. You can ring it.
Emotional damage.
All right. But yeah, so Tesseract, again, it looks great. Mine actually has some really loose joints. It's 10 years old. So I don't mind getting a new one. Seems like it has less paint. Like, I think the first one had like a pretty good wash. This one looks a little plain, maybe. Maybe there's some paint there. I can't really tell. Fallen. This looks to be the Grim Reaper body, right?
Yeah, it seems that way. Or the wolf cat body, maybe.
Yeah. Same body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fine. I don't know what I mean. The effects pieces are played out. I don't need any more bubbles.
No, they're terrible. They're so hard to just stand. And, I don't use them in my display, I don't think. Maybe one guy somewhere.
I usually like to go with like Can of Beam stuff, or I'll find some Bandai knockoff effects piece that was supposed to go with like Dragon Ball Z or something.
I've got some of them. I like Can of Beans, but he doesn't ship to the UK, so I always miss out on his stuff.
It is a pain in the ass to ship to the UK. I got news for you.
Yeah,
or Australia. So there it is in the display at the con. I think I stole this from Talker Art. This picture.
Shout out Talker Art.
Yeah, shout out Talker Art. And they got the Morgue in the case. They got Firelord back there, and
The more promo images, right, looked like it had more of a dark wash on the body, so like the sculpted bubbles would show up a little bit more. Where that particular version there in the case doesn't seem like it's got the dark wash on him at all. It's just like the maroon plastic. So that was a bit disappointing for me. I hope that's not the case. Does that make sense? Those original promo images had that dark wash to bring out that sculpt. Well, that doesn't seem to have it.
This is the first physical one we've seen, right? We just saw the digital render before.
Yeah, I think Dwight showed one off in a Toy Bro interview. He held it up, but it was dark. I just think it's Dwight's dark dungeon with his curtains drawn, so we couldn't really see. Sean
Forrester says Tesseract is on display at the con. Looks like there might be a wash on him. Cool. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, actually, from this big picture, it looks better. Like in the creases and the muscle folds of his legs, it looks like there's some dark wash in there.
I never built Tesseract, so I'm happy for the re-release. This is for someone like me.
Perfect.
Because I managed to get the head, the body. I remember having that giant axe, but I think the legs came with people that I didn't want at the time or something. I think they came with like a weird Ghost Rider and someone else. So this is someone that I've actually didn't rebuy on the aftermarket with the hope that Hasbro would get to him eventually. And so I welcome it.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans are where you're at. I mean, it's 10 years old. So I'm sure a lot of people miss out. And I bet ever since they released or, announced Galactus, prices have gone like crazy on them.
Yeah.
So
for sure. All the Heralds will.
Hopefully you sold if you do have a Tesseract, you sold them earlier this year like Rectangular did.
I sold my original Walgreen Silver Surfer for a decent price.
Cool. So there is Galactus next to the Sentinel. He's like 4 inches taller, I think. Or 6 inches taller. Sentinel's 26. Galactus is 32.
That's good.
That's insane, man. I mean,
good.
But yeah, so Tesseract and the Fallen, and then of course this one was cool. Like I was excited for this one because I did watch this cartoon as a kid. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends 3-pack. Now,
yeah. Looks good. I'm always happy when Hasbro do like complete a team just straight away. No messing around. If you want a team, it's a team in a box. And this one's super nostalgic for people too.
Yeah, the Amazon box sets the last few years have been great. Like with the Defenders, right? They did that 4-pack.
Yeah.
They did
Alpha Flight.
Alpha Flight was a great. Even though we still need like one more character, I forget which one. Super chat from DZW75. Thank you very much. He says, love to support the channel. Much appreciated. Thanks for the show, guys. You are very welcome. Thank you for the super chat. So yeah, I think they nailed the Spider-Man. Like the first time I felt like this is an animated Spider-Man. Like they got the eyes right. The proportions look right on him. What body is this? This is not the retro body with pinless arms.
It seems like it's the new, the 60th anniversary, the first appearance one that had the web sort of attachment. It seems like it's that body, completely pinless, but without the toe articulation. A little bit skinnier than the retro.
I didn't think he had butterfly joints.
I think he does, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. The Firestar that we've already seen. The box is awesome.
Firestar is updated too. It's on the Shriek body.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so it's an updated Firestar.
I invited you on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this looks great. I love that. I ordered 2 of these. One for me, one for Michael French, because he does not have Hasbro Pulse. But you are right. That is the Shriek body. There's the pinless, double jointed elbows, knees. They recolored Mr. Lion. Mr. Lion?
Miss Lion.
Miss Lion. Right. Miss Lion.
Close.
I see. I don't remember the dog from the cartoon. I mean, I barely remember the cartoon, but I remember when it came on, I was like, Mom, out of the way. It's time for Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Yeah, it looks great. And then a lot of controversy about this Iceman.
Yeah, I'm the same. I was saying to Rich yesterday that like he looks like Patchman. He doesn't look like Iceman. Do you know, like he's just got all these color. I know it's meant to be cel shading, but it's like a different. There's like a blue on there. There's a gray on there. It just seems very patchy. I don't know. Doesn't look pleasing to the eye, if you know what I mean.
No, you've been watching the Infinity Equation for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been saying my entire time on Infinity Equation, I wanted an Iceman that wasn't translucent. White body, light blue shading.
Mm-hmm.
We got it. I actually really like this. I'm not a fan of the body. I'm not a fan of that Pizza Spidey Buck. I think Iceman should have been a little thicker. He's super, super skinny. This body is very skinny. That's my only complaint, but I still think it looks great. And of course, the ice slide is like, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, we've seen that before. It just is what it is. They can do better than that, though. But for this set, it's fine. For this set, it's fine.
I think the 3-pack was $75. I should know. I just ordered it. I feel like they could have given us a little more of an ice slide. But I will probably turn to a fan with a 3D printer. That
3-pack though, to make yourself feel better, that's the same price as like the Nolan Venom pack, which is only 2 characters. So
sure, yeah.
You got to try and find those little things to try and make yourself feel better. Otherwise...
Yeah, I mean, look, dude, I paid the money. I want it. You know, it sucks, it hurts, but I think it's a great 3-pack.
I've just been realizing, right, while I've been pre-ordering stuff, while I'm watching it, while I'm like talking with you, I've been paying for everything in full. So I've been pre-ordering instead of paying for deposits.
Let's see here. I had a question.
Spent like 90 quid on figures I won't get for 9 months. Oh,
90 quid. Okay. Tyler Lalonde says, "Where is this 3-pack available from?" This is a Pulse exclusive in the States. Is it Pulse exclusive where you're at?
I believe so. It's on Pulse right now, but I can see if it's elsewhere and keep you updated.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, and Jason Lopez, I agree. Pizza Spider-Man doesn't hold up these days. Warps easily and all that. Yeah, he's too spindly and
just think, at one time, he was the be-all end-all, wasn't he? At one time, he was the Grail, and now everyone's like, nah, not that one.
Yeah, we're spoiled now. They've gotten so much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to move on from that. They did show some more retro carded stuff in plastic bubbles. A lot of drama lately about plastic bubbles.
I've seen the press release, and until it comes out, the like Hasbro team's mouth that the X-Men and the Spider-Mans and all of those type of retro cards are staying on the bubble, I don't quite believe it, because I know Marvel was mentioned in this press release saying that the collectible items where plastic is part of a display intention, they're going to save it. But they were talking about 375 for Star Wars, so they never said 6-inch Legends. They just said Marvel
retro.
retro.
Exactly. They said retro. Yeah, so these are called retro on Pulse. They're under the retro list, right? There's Marvel Legends, there's Marvel Retro. You click that and you get the 6-inch and the 3 3/4. So they might still stay on the plastic bubble on card with the retro ones. However, they said they're moving to a plant-based plastic.
Okay.
I will tell you that plastic really starts to break down after a couple of years.
Oh dear. Yeah,
so
I didn't even think about that.
You can buy this and put it on your wall, but over time, that plastic will start cracking and breaking down.
That's not good.
It is. Yeah, it's good for the environment. It's a biodegradable plastic. It's not good for the collectors that want to put it on their wall for decades. Like you're screwed. Yep.
They're all in cases though. They're all in like a case. I don't know if that will help, but can't hurt surely.
Yeah. So they showed Beast and Scorpion on the retro card. Beast looks great.
Love it. Blue Beast on the orange retro card was my most wanted orange card. Before the VHS retro, the VHS X-Men figures started coming out, I was trying to build a Jim Lee team on this orange card because it's like super nostalgic. And I know we've got Rogue, Gambit, we've got White Storm. So I want all of the core X-Men in their like iconic looks. And when they gave us Grey Beast on the orange card, with a smiley face, that Grey Beast was never smiley anyway. Like it just made no sense. It's bugged me ever since, and I've always wanted a Blue Beast on the card. Blue Beast on the orange card was my favorite like X-Men toy as a kid as well. So I'm really happy that Beast is on the orange card. But there's one little nitpick I've got with this, Ryan.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
It's not the animated head?
It's not even that, no. It's the way he's in the box.
Oh. Okay, what's the issue? Oh, the coat's on?
He's wearing the coat, yeah. Okay. It just looks like a massive, don't get me wrong, it would look terrible like as a little white cube somewhere in the packaging. But they could have like packed it behind him or something like that. But I'd rather Beast be displayed as Beast rather than this big oversized coat. Because in the packaging, it doesn't look all that, does it? But I don't know. I'm not mad that it's included. I just think, just for me, my own personal display preferences, I'd rather Beast wasn't wearing the jacket. That's all.
I'm being told that Beast is up on Amazon as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm also being told that he has $35.
Yeah, that's premium price.
That is a
Soft
that
goods.
is a
That's the soft goods tax for Hasbro.
It's got to be. Yeah.
I can't think of a reason. Beast was at retail at the normal Build-A-Figure wave.
Right. Man, get that new head though. Now my Beast in my display, I have the animation accurate Beast head on it that I got from Anthony's Custom.
Same. It's actually really, really good. Let me see if I can get it for you. So yeah, the Anthony Customs head genuinely is basically the animated head, and it pops on this body.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that. This is my Beast on my display. The glasses with the translucent in it, really, really good.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Hasbro really should have reached out to him and just bought that sculpt.
Just let's have it. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it's totally perfect. I bet there's going to be a slight variation in the blue on this Beast. And so you probably won't be able to swap pieces, including that head, because that's matched perfectly to the Legends.
That's why I'll keep this as it is. And because just think this, the VHS X-Men figures, they're meant to be accurate to the actual animated show, where these orange cards are just comic figures. So for me, I don't need this Beast to be show accurate. For me, this is comic Beast anyway. So I'll keep this as a animated style Beast and have this as comic Beast.
But are those animated VHS X-Men accurate to the cartoon? Not so much. Not all of them. Not Jean.
1000% not Jean. Jean was not a Ginge in the show.
No.
Nothing wrong with Gingers, but Jean wasn't Ginger in the show, right? So if you've got the previous Jean, my little tidbit is literally swap the heads, because the body on this new VHS Jean is actually pretty good, right? With the cell shade in it, actually matches what you see on screen pretty well. But she never had orange hair. So if you take the head from the comic Jean, which has the accurate red hair, and put it on the VHS body, it actually makes for a much more accurate VHS, animated inspired Jean.
I think that looks much better.
It does instantly. And you can just have your Ginger Jean as comic if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So a little head swap.
I wish she had a Scott head. Because all she did in the cartoon was yell, Scott!
We'll get Cyclops.
And then she fell down. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on from Beast. I mean, it looks great. He's got the X Gene in is that a graduated flask? I don't know. I think the bottom one, the round one, is a graduated flask, and this is a beaker.
Isn't he a Muppet? He is,
not
right?
a Muppet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure why in the promo pics they put the old head on. I would have put on the newer head sculpt, but there he is in the display with
He's knocked down
Agony.
Yeah,
Agony is falling over, and I stole this picture from Tucker, I believe, as well.
The colour is actually in the bottle is the same colour as Agony. Maybe he drained something from Agony, and that's why she's on the floor.
I like it.
I'm just creating stories. I'm just trying to help the team out for their messed up display.
Okay, Scorpion. What'd you think of this? I think this is
beautiful.
Fine.
Beautiful. It's the colour. Like the original Scorpion was all metallic-y green, but no one wanted that. People wanted like a lime Scorpion. And for the animated show, it has to be. I love the Scorpion arc within the animated show.
This is way more animated. The first one was like first appearance. He had the all green face.
Yeah. They didn't even give us an interchangeable head with that, which was frustrating. I know a lot of people want to make customized and just added a bit of flesh tone on that old mask, but Hasbro got there eventually and they did it right. And on the retro card, that just looks glorious. So I'm a sucker for the Spider-Man and X-Men retro card. So both Beast and Scorpion were like big reveals for me. Really happy for that. Keep them coming.
Yeah, they're really pumping them out. You're probably out of wall space by now.
Yeah, as I said on my stream yesterday, I'm just going to get my roof lifted, extended higher. So,
you have a stream?
I do.
Oh, like on YouTube?
Yeah, but it's nothing major. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh, okay. That's cute. All right.
Where's the button for emotional damage? I ain't got one.
Emotional damage.
There is Scorpion out of the box. Looks good. We're very familiar with them, but these new colors I really like. It looks like this tail is more posable, but
it's the exact same, isn't it? It's the exact same.
Yeah, I think when we get it in hand, it's the exact same. Looks good though. I do like that You know, at least he has bendy wire. Doc Ock doesn't, but at least this one does. And then the Human Fly.
Human Fly.
Don't know who he is.
Look, right. We know no one was asking for Human Fly, but I love adding brand new characters. Like, for me, I'm not a completionist by any means. I don't think it's really hard to be a Marvel Legends completionist unless you've got very deep pockets. But I love to have at least one representation of all characters. So, like, I don't have every single Wolverine because there's just too many. But there's only going to be one Human Fly. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's just one brand new, unique character you can add to the back of a Rogues Gallery or something. And he looks pretty good on their display as well. So I love these wacky type of characters. And it makes you do deep dives and learn about new characters that you didn't. Do you know, like, I'll actually go and find out who this guy is and what teams is in. And that's the fun of collecting.
Yes, there is someone out there who wants one of every character from Marvel Comics. This is awesome because this will probably never happen again. These are deep, like, Z-list characters.
Never had a figure in any line in history ever before.
Yeah, it's weird. It's also weird they went back to the Bucky Cat body, but I figured they're thinking, well, we'll put our peg warmer on a Bucky Cat body because this is going to be a peg warmer. I mean, I don't know how it's going to be sold. I assume it'll be in a regular wave.
That's what they're sort of giving us the vibe, especially with the other reveal in a second. Like, we're talking about weirdos quite a lot. Jesse Falcon was talking about weirdos, and he's got a folder of weirdos. And so I do think there's going to be, do you know, like Bring on the Bad Guys was a whole wave of villains. It's going to be maybe something similar themed where it's just loads of like Z-list villains or something like that, which I'm all for.
Yeah, bring on the weirdos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. I like it. Speaking of weirdos, so here they are in the case.
See, he looks great. He does. The translucent wings. I like the expression on the face. The eyes and like are actually bulging out of the face as well, rather than just painted on. And he's very vibrant. I love it when characters can pop and stand out. So yeah, I like him. I don't know anything about the Human Fly, but I like the look of the figure, and it will make me go and do some research.
All right, I got Rectangular messaging me right now.
What's he saying?
He wants to know if I got everything I wanted, and I'm telling him yes. And I'm also letting him know I'm live, and you should be watching this.
100%.
I'm live right now. Todd.
Do you know those grumpy old men on YouTube I was talking about? Todd's definitely one of them.
And now I'm putting, now you owe me a super chat. There. Okay. Yeah, so Human Fly. I mean, it's silly, but I think it's cool. I'm always down for them making a new character they have never made before.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, shout out to Robo. He's watching this right now.
From Arkansas.
He doesn't have access to the chat, so he won't be in the chat, but he is watching this. He told me from... he called me on the phone earlier just to talk about stuff.
Oh,
and,
he's a good man, that Robo.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, he's kind of annoying sometimes. He won't stop messaging me, but... He just wanted to let me know he would be watching the stream today. And apparently he wanted Razorback, and Hasbro made him a Razorback, which is a dude with a boar for a head.
Look, it's wacky, but it looks good. Again, everything I just said about the Human Fly, replace it with the word Razorback. It's the same principle, like wacky, weirdo character we've never seen before and executed pretty well in figure form as well. So, yeah, I'm curious where these weirdos are going.
Yeah. It'll look good with Frogman.
Exactly. These are all Who crew potentials. These could all join the crew.
For sure. Okay. Razorback there. Well sculpted. Reuse of... can't quite tell. Is that the Grim Reaper, maybe?
Maybe again. By the way, I'm terrible at that guess the mold game. I try and mention... When I do it in reviews, the comments are at me all the time going, nah, that's not that. I'm like, all right, never mind.
Let's see. Blake Quammen says, if Marvel Legends must use occasional Bucky Cat molds, I prefer it to be D-list characters. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against the Bucky Cat mold showing up again for a character like that. I just thought they would have phased it out faster, but I think the phase out will be much slower. Which, whatever.
Yeah, it will.
It's not like that's a Spider-Man figure and they're putting, Spider-Man on the Bucky Cat mold. So, whatever. Are you ordering your stuff?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. Are you getting everything you wanted?
I'm making sure I'm not paying full price for it, because I've just paid for Beast in full price, Scorpion in full price. They're the only two I'm bothered about right now. The rest I can linger. Yeah,
Todd,
I think I'm okay.
Todd says it's not my fault you chose to go live when the pre-orders went up. LOL. I had my pre-orders in and done before the intro was over. No excuse, Todd. There's a delay. So, we're not friends anymore. Okay. Now, they have a very thin-looking Sentry. To me, it looks thin, but I guess, the last body was... they did him on the Hyperion body or whatever.
Yeah.
The one with the really long neck and low shoulders, and
it's his hair that I can't like. I don't know what it is with the hair. It just doesn't look right. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It's very Bret Michaels poison.
He just it's like he's. I don't know. I don't look at this and go like it's like fresh out the salon type vibe. Like, do you know we got that Nebula with the blonde salon hair in the What If wave? That's what it looks like. He went to that same salon with Nebula and just got some blonde locks. It just looks like it's plopped on there like 11 from a Stranger Things. I don't know. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah. It's his conditioner game is on fleek. Jason Lopez says Sentry is also supposed to be on the Grim Reaper buck. Apparently, yeah. I'm fine with the Grim Reaper body. I just hope eventually that they phase out those pins, which I didn't know I didn't like pins until we started getting pinless.
It's weird, isn't it? It's
yeah.
weird how it happens, but I'm the exact same.
I remember Talker Art whining about it all the time. And I was like, whatever, who cares? But then they started giving us pinless, and it's like, okay, they should have been doing this for a long time. But yeah, I think it looks okay. It's slightly feminine, which I don't know. I haven't seen Sentry in a comic book in a long time. I haven't read much modern, but
the last time I seen Sentry in a comic, he got ripped in half by Null.
Ah, yes. Okay. I haven't. So I'm about to start reading that whole Null arc.
Oh, okay. Spoiler alert.
I've already read the, well, I don't want to get into it. I want to get through this stuff. So Sentry's coming, and then he has this face, which is this from the Null comic?
The Void is what lives inside of Sentry.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
That's the sort of gives him his powers. So that's the Void, essentially.
Cool. Yeah. Someone said this was, he looks like a Karen, and this is when Karen goes nuclear on a manager or something.
Do you know in Indiana Jones where the guy's face starts melting? It sort of looks like that.
Yeah. Cool. All right. It looks fine. I'll be picking it up because my other Sentry I shredded for a custom. So I don't have a Sentry in my collection.
It looks better there. Don't know why. It looks better there.
Yes. And then a new Black Panther. Looks like on the Vulcan body.
Yeah, Vulcan body, new sort of boots and sort of wrist gauntlets. They've all got their sculpted lines, but all pinless.
Yeah, all pinless. One thing about the Vulcan body, do the thighs look too long to you?
I don't know. No, do you know what? The only thing that bothered me about Vulcan, I'm trying to look where he is on the display. His hands were massive.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I have mine too somewhere, but not close by.
No, I don't think so. I don't. I like this. It's definitely an upgrade to the Bucky Cap, 100%. Like completely pinless, very aesthetically pleasing. It's got good range. Like if this is a new base body, which is its purpose, then yeah, I've got no issues. Can they do better? Of course they can. But as a base body, it's, as I said, pretty good.
I think if they just shorten up the thighs a little bit, and which would make the whole figure a little shorter to make him closer to the size of Bucky Cap, I would have been happier. But I do prefer that body to Bucky Cap, even though I think Bucky Cap has better proportions. That one has nice butterfly joints, pinless. It's sleek. It's definitely like a sleek,
it's a good word for it. Yeah,
mid-size hero body. I got a super chat here from my buddy Tony. Thank you, Tony. He says pins bother me most on figures like Captain Britain, who now has a big red dot inside his elbow. Very good point. I felt the same way about Spider-Man. That's when pins were wrong. The pins, if they were going to be using a figure like that, should have probably been
thing of the past, my friend. Thing of the past. This new Spinneret 2-pack Spider-Man, pinless arms. Usually you'd get the big red pins on the inside. Now it's pinless. This is the best Marvel Legends Spider-Man currently available. Completely pinless. Toe articulation. There you go.
Man, look at all this stuff you got that has not landed here yet. Where's Todd? Is Todd in the comments yet? I want him to yell at you.
There you go. The Spinneret 2-pack. I've got the Iron Spidey as well.
Wow. Oh, my kid is dying for that Iron Spider.
Iron Spidey Spinneret 2-pack, and then just reviewed this, and the review's on my channel right now. But watch it after the stream, obviously. But there you go.
Channel. Oh, that's right. You have a.
Yeah, it's only a little YouTube channel. Don't worry about it. It's little. Don't worry.
Oh, Analog Toys would like to know if you can send him one for free.
No.
But you're both British. I mean, you're basically related.
Look, he got a G.I. Joe box from the Classified team. I never got a G.I. Joe box from the Classified team. I think they like him more than me at the minute.
I don't think they know who they like. Okay, so we got Black Panther. And now you're going to have to help me with this name.
Yeah, your guess is going to be better. I'm terrible. I haven't got it in front of me, so I can't even read it. Someone type it in the chat.
Hatut Zer, whatever.
They are the Wakandan sort of guards, the sentry for Black Panther.
So you looked it up too.
Yeah, well, I was on the stream with Rich yesterday. Again, it's my little stream I got. He told me some details. It's sort of modern age Black Panther, where they're basically his guards. So he's an army builder.
Great. Yeah. Man, army builders are. I am.
You getting 8 of these?
I'm stuffed to the gills with army builders. I don't need any more. Hattori Hanzo. That's not it, Bobby Collins. But it looks cool. This is on that Morbius body. With has wrinkles in the leg sculpts, and they put Morbius on it a while back, and some other stuff like Captain Marvel was on this body. So there you go. You can build out your Black Panther Wakandan display. There they are in the case.
Here's the type of figure where if he goes on sale, I'd pick up an extra one and just have 2 flanking a Black Panther on a shelf or something like that. He comes with a couple of weapons.
Sure.
And he's just simple, sleek, and he obviously a nice contrast to Black Panther as well with the all white uniform. It is what it is. There's going to be people out there that really, really want this guy.
He's got the Hydra gun weapons. Yep.
Yeah. So I reckon a couple of them flanking a Black Panther on the shelf wouldn't look bad.
And look at this. They use a glue gun to put their figures on stands.
Yeah.
So they know they can't stand. So that justifies Tony's entire video.
Some of the poses are terrible, though, ain't they?
The poses are not good.
That's why they glued them.
Is Black Panther trying to shoot webbing right there?
Hey, it looks like it, doesn't it? It looks like, like that's why they have to glue them, because their posing is not all that.
I'm pretty sure Jeremy from Authority Figure posed all these. So it looks like.
Is he not good at posing?
He's not good at much of anything.
That's fair.
It's not good. Howard the Duck, which it's fine. Not my ideal Howard the Duck. I would have preferred him in the suit that he came in with the Silver Surfer back in the Toy Biz days. Yeah, this is the one. What if?
Yeah.
Obviously, with Ant-Man said, was it Ant-Man?
No, as long as you don't want him to bend his knees, I think you'll be happy with a Howard the Duck.
And look, they're going to charge you $25 for this. Just like they did Spider-Ham, full price, but they'll put a big old bath piece in there, probably.
Yeah. To be fair, it's Howard the Duck, isn't it? Like it can't. He has to be that scale to fit in with your other figures. So they've tried to help by adding something else in there, and they've gave us an Ant-Man head. But it is what it is, isn't it? Hopefully, the Build-A-Figure piece makes it worthy. Hopefully, it's a decent Build-A-Figure. Yeah,
hopefully it's not a Disney Plus Build-A-Figure. Analog Toys, Tony says, Dan Who reviews, can I send you a LaserPants head on Gung Ho body as a trade?
Oh, that's tempting. That's tempting.
I'll send you one of those heads. Don't listen to Tony. Okay. Oh, we got a super chat. Blake, thank you so much. He says the White Panthers are supposed to be guards. Someone said that even in Wakanda, the police are white.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
You're going to get me in trouble, Blake. He says, I feel bad for laughing uncontrollably. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Okay. And then Tony also said, Dan Who is the only super positive person on YouTube that I like. It must be a British thing.
Because, hopefully, it's because I'm not faking it. Like, it's just...
No, you are faking being British. Yes.
Oh no, that's a fake. I'm pretty
Okay.
good at that. Like, yeah, I'm not actually British. I won't tell people what my nationality actually is, but it's not British. So that part I fake. But the liking stuff is just I like what I like. Do you know, like, as simple as that. I don't know. That's
No, he's
stupid.
just giving you a hard time. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Stupid.
And there's Howard in the case. I feel like he should have some more joints.
Yeah, it's a statue, isn't it? But he will fit in a comic display or an MCU display. Like it's a new Howard the Duck. The last one we got was that one in the Silver Surfer that you mentioned. So it's
Right.
been a while. It's been a while. So for
Yes.
people who want him, there's a Howard the Duck.
There it is. And so my kid flipped out when he saw this.
Riot.
He's like, they finally making Riot? Are they making Hybrid too? Well, they didn't show Hybrid. They did show Riot on the Monster Venom Buck, which it's fine. Riot's a big dude. I would have preferred a new body because I'm going to put him against other symbiotes, and they're all kind of look very much the same. But
yeah, I didn't need
minor
Riot.
complaint.
Yeah, I wouldn't want Riot if I was there in the boardroom. I wouldn't be saying put Riot on this body because yes, he's bigger and bulkier in the comics, but he's not like monster size compared to the rest of the crew. So I would have just had a bigger book because all of these are on like skinny sort of regular standard books anyway. So like you could have put him on a bigger sort of beefier body and he would have still looked better.
I was thinking the movie Venom body.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good match.
I mean, that's such a good base buck with the articulation, the upper diaphragm.
Yeah, that would have been great. I've got a movie Venom here. This one's got wings though.
Oh, I hate you. You have everything. You have everything I'm waiting for.
There you go. So just think if that was Grey and that was Riot and these were the crew, I reckon it'd fit in really nicely there.
Sure. Yep. Now, hopefully they'll get to Hybrid. Like I said, they did not show him yet. He's like the Voltron of symbiotes, right?
There's a whole family tree, isn't there, from Venom and Carnage, and we've got quite a lot, to be fair, though.
I think Jimmy Woo is coming, Greg. They teased that card hand, and it looked like Jimmy Woo's hand holding that card. So we'll see. Yep, there's Riot. Pretty familiar with the body. He has a new weapon hand, the blade. And then Agony. So they're rounding out the Life Foundation symbiotes. That's good. This is on the Shriek body.
Yep.
Double jointed pinless. They're getting a lot of use out of that body.
Look, you can't complain. It's the best female body available. So if they're going to keep, that's the one to use, and if they're using it, we can't complain. Happy days.
Yeah, no, I'm not complaining. That wasn't a complaint.
Just making sure.
I mean, if I want to complain, I will. Whose show do you think this is, Dan?
Dan Who Live, right? That's what it says there, right there.
Are you telling me how to act?
Yes.
Okay. All right, moving on. Agony again. I think it looks really good.
So how do you think we're going to get Riot and Agony? Because they never said. So is Riot a builder figure? Is he a deluxe? Are these some sort of sets?
Greg was saying that he thinks it's a build-a-figure. So it could be some more spider characters with the Riot build-a-figure, possibly. Or, maybe it is going to be another deluxe for Riot, or maybe it's going to be an Amazon exclusive multi-pack, 5-pack with a bunch of stuff. Who knows? I bet we'll find out by PulseCon, because this does not look like a digital render to me.
They said these are all coming this year. So, so these and the weirdos that we've seen earlier are coming this year.
All right. Now, moving on to some MCU stuff. I am not collecting MCU anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This one is very tempting, because this is very classic comic accurate.
Yeah,
this looks great. And he was probably my favorite character from that show.
Richard E. Grant as the classic Loki. He looks great. And the MCU did a good job of, because they didn't really change anything about the stupid Loki design from the comics. They literally just made it. And I don't know, Richard E. Grant played it really well. And the likeness looks great. I like that they're trying new effects pieces as well on it. He sort of looks like he's wearing a big yellow diaper though, but
he looked like that in the show.
Yeah, so
it was very diaper-esque.
Yeah, it looks good. It does look good. Pinless as well.
All pinless. It's got to be a new body. I mean, they often do new bodies for MCU characters. Real quick, Tony wants to know if you have your Series 2B of Action Force yet.
No, I've got the shipping notice though. So I've literally gonna take a picture of Desert Rat meeting the Who crew. So I hope he's excited.
We got a lot of box set talk. Wrong one. This is jumping on me. Blake says it's Hasbro. It's going to be a 5-pack for $250. That he's talking about the Life Foundation. I could see him doing that. I could see him putting the other symbiotes out again in a multi-pack.
Yeah, the only reason I don't think that though is because Ryan made a point to remind us where the others exist. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Where usually if it was going to be a re-release 5-pack, he wouldn't make that effort to be like, oh, by the way, the others are out there, because he wanted to remind us that those two completed a team. So that's the only reason that puts me off thinking that we're going to get a symbiote 5-pack. But
yeah,
we shall see.
Again, I mean, not ideal, you know, if they do it that way, because guys like you and me, we've been buying this stuff for
exactly, yeah.
You know, I mean, I've been buying Marvel Legends since day one, 2002. So who knows? Hopefully not. But anyway, yeah, this Loki looks great. And another MCU, we have the He Who Remains. I almost said the one above all, but He Who Remains. Accurate
Jonathan Majors. Yeah, Jonathan Majors' likeness looks good as well. Apple looks good.
Yeah. Accurate representation. They did not say how it was being released, but they did say, actually today I saw Dan Yoon say there is a Disney Plus Wave 2.
This is it, essentially, yeah. This, Loki, Howard the Duck, they're all going to be part of the second Disney Plus Wave of the year.
Wouldn't that be a Disney Plus Wave 3?
No, because the first one this year is the Infinity Ultron that we haven't even got yet. But
they did What If last year, and he's just talking about for this year.
Yeah, for this year, the second one of this year. We had 2 last year. We had what were they? We had the Falcon and the Watcher. Falcon, Wings, and the Watcher. And then this year, Infinity Ultron and the next one, which is what these guys are going to be.
Right. Okay, it looks good. He comes with the apple. Now, Loki from the Loki show, and he's coming with a life-size prop, the Tesseract. So it looks pretty good. Now, Ryan Ting from Hasbro Marvel Legends, he reached out to me.
I've heard of him.
Have you?
Yes.
He wanted to give me an exclusive first look at this Tesseract.
Can't wait.
So I do happen to have it here in my hand.
Oh,
here
wow.
it is.
There you go. First look, world exclusive.
Straight from Ryan Ting.
That should have been the title of the video. First in-hand look of Tesseract.
Yes. Here it is. So this is what you're getting. Now, he didn't send me the Loki figure. I don't know why. Maybe they're sending that to some other smaller YouTuber to help them out, you know.
Yeah, it makes
sense.
But
they wanted to send this to like the best, biggest toy YouTuber in the world, me. And so I get to have the exclusive first look at the Tesseract. He included a note too, which I thought was odd, but it was a picture of us from a few years ago. We were on the beach together, hanging out. Me and Ryan.
He's had his haircut since then, ain't he, Ryan?
Yeah. He used to grow it out. He was really into Alice in Chains. He was a big Alice in Chains fan. He did say, thought you'd like this first look at the new Tesseract, XOXO, Ryan Ting, and there it is in red ink. For some reason, he switched pens.
I've seen his signature though, and that's exactly that. That's definitely his writing. I've seen.
Yeah, he doesn't know cursive. He has to print. So like the cursive on here is actually that's font. He printed that, and then he wrote with his red crayon his signature, Ryan Ting. So that's me and him on the beach. I think that was Daytona Beach in Florida. Me and him went on vacation together. It's a good time. But here it is, the Tesseract, guys. You're gonna love it. Comes with Loki. So this thing opens up. Dan, don't be so quiet. It's okay.
That looks so different to the original release as well.
No, this is the first time they've ever released it. So you have the ball inside. You put the batteries in that and push the button, and the lights come on.
Did you have a show in America called The Crystal Maze?
Doesn't ring a bell.
In the UK, we've got a show called The Crystal Maze, old show, game show type thing, where they do puzzles and stuff and they get a crystal and whatever. That's what it looks like inside the Tesseract, a crystal from the Crystal Maze.
So,
Mate, means nothing to you, but if anyone from Britain who's watching.
No, nothing. But there is the outer case there. Just like the picture here in the promo shots. And there it is in the box with Loki. Now that that's out of the way.
But do you reckon it's a good idea to put a figure with a roleplay piece, by the way? Do you reckon that would encourage more people to get the roleplay items if it had like a unique Marvel Legend in there?
Well, this is definitely the first time they've done it. They never did it before. When Bobby Valla was there, he didn't design this Tesseract or the Red Skull that it came with. I mean,
quick, move on.
Okay, HasLab, here we go.
Yes.
They teased the HasLab 50-year anniversary of Ghost Rider. So if I did my math correctly, Ghost Rider debuted in 1932 in Marvel Comics.
You're not very good at maths.
Why do you say that? I don't.
1930. Okay, carry on.
So, so they just kind of teased the Ghost Rider, and what could it be, guys? What could it be? Well, I don't think they're just going to put out a Ghost Rider figure, Johnny Blaze on his bike as a HasLab. We got that a couple years ago.
Might have lights. It's a bike with lights.
Why compete with Mezco?
I suppose.
That Mezco Ghost Rider is imminent. It's coming out.
Do you know the Marvel Legends, the original Ghost Rider Rider's Wave Legend goes for on the aftermarket for the same price as the Mezco one right now? It's stupid.
You're kidding me.
Honestly, it hit that point. It might have trickled away now, but it definitely was up there in the hundreds of dollars.
Well, they put some mechanics tools in the case today, right? I think it's like a hammer.
Yeah. There's one with a chain as well. Another one. Got the other pick? The other pick's more. Yeah, that one's more obvious of who it is.
Yes. So, Robbie Reyes, right?
Yep.
With the Hell Charger.
Had to be. You're not doing You're not doing another bike. There's no way. They've already gave us bikes. Yeah. If you're going to do another HasLab, they're not going to go, here's a fancier bike. No. Give us the Hell Charger. Give us something we haven't got. And we've all been wanting more vehicles. And yeah, perfect. Hopefully the price is a little bit cheaper than Galactus and Sentinel as well, but we shall see. But now I've just seen his tank and it's got those electronics. Now I'm thinking this is going to have lights and all that fancy stuff. So
yeah,
we shall see.
I'm sure it's going to have lots of lights. There will be action figure unlocks, maybe extra flame effects unlocks. I'm sure it'll have light up features. It should, because we know these HasLabs are not cheap. My guess is $300 for the Hell Charger.
Yeah, the Galactus was the most expensive so far, wasn't it? At $450. Yeah.
No, Galactus was $400. It was $399.
Oh, okay.
Sentinel was $350. I think this will be $300, which puts it in line with his tank, which kind of reflects inflation and what they know they can get. But then again, Ghost Rider is not like the most popular Marvel character. So if the funding goal is too high, I could see this going the way of the Rancor. But also, I could be totally wrong. Maybe people just want a Charger, and they'll back it for that. You know.
I just think I would like to think that the Hasbro team are like, I've been paying attention to the fails of the Star Wars team, and they will not be that stupid. They're going to make sure they come out blazing, pun intended, and make sure that this gets it's appealing even without the unlocks. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's got to be. Yeah. It's got to be appealing without the unlocks. The unlocks are meant to be a bonus. So from the get-go, it's got to be appealing. But forget the HasLab concept for a second. Is a Hell Charger something you would like to add to your display, your collection?
Not really. I mean, I think it's cool, but at this point, I am so... My Marvel Legends display is so packed. I don't think I'd have room for it. And I'm just thinking about the price that I think it's going to be, $300. Do I really want to spend $300 on a toy of a character who I don't really care about? I've never been like diehard Ghost Rider fan. You know, just I've never bought a Ghost Rider comic. You know, so it's
Robbie's quite modern as well. Like he's a modernized Ghost Rider too.
Yes, he is. Now there could be several tiers. Maybe you'll unlock another, Ghost Rider with Johnny Blaze with you know, with the motorcycle, or someone else, Danny Ketch.
Yeah.
Danny Ketch.
Yeah, I just said Donny Cates because I've
Yeah,
just
he's a
reviewed
comic
that
book
Venom.
artist.
Yeah, I know. I've just reviewed that Venom. That's why the name's in my head.
Tony said the sail barge is 500. Yeah, the sail barge is like 4 feet long too, though. A Hell Charger would be probably 18 inches, I would guess. The length of three figures.
It's 2 seats, isn't it? It's not like it's not a 5-door car, is it? It's a 3-door. So should be 2 legends in the front type thing. Someone can ride shotgun. Big engine, all black,
yes, sir.
Fancy lights.
Expanding Universe, thank you very much for the super chat. He says, do you think it is possible that they might do the prehistoric Ghost Rider with Mammoth instead? That's the first I've ever heard of that Ghost Rider. So I would say probably not.
I've got the comic with that in. Yeah, they went back and told like the origin of like the first...
The Spirit of Vengeance?
Avengers. No, it was like Avengers type vibe where it was like a prehistoric Avengers type thing.
Like
so,
wasn't like 10 million BC Avengers.
Yeah, something like that. And I can vividly remember the comic panel with the mammoth. It would be great, but there's this chain and accessory is Robbie Reyes all day long.
Thank you, Expanding Universe. I much appreciated. But I just think that's too deep cut for a HasLab. Even though it would be really cool to have a giant mammoth. Okay, so that's what they teased with the Hasbro. I'm sure we'll get the official announcement, maybe in a Hasbro live stream at some point, or maybe at PulseCon.
Not until the Hiss tank's over, at least, I think.
Well, hopefully they learned their lesson from last year. They don't do 3 HasLabs at once. Now, I didn't back the Hiss tank, so it wouldn't matter to me anyway. But last year they were asking a lot from the collectors with 3 HasLabs at once at $300 to $400 a piece.
Yeah, Joe's. It was the Joe Sky Striker, the Rancor, and what was the last one? The third one.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Proton pack.
Have you seen that goes for $2,000 on eBay right now?
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is why it's crazy. HasLabs are crazy.
Maybe I should get a Hiss tank, but I don't know. I talked about that on the 3POA. Okay, so that was pretty much all the Legends reveals that I saw. Did I miss anything, Dan? I think I got them all.
I did have a list up. Let's have a look.
I'm pretty sure I got them all.
Yeah, I feel confident you got them all.
Yeah. I went and I stole all those pictures from other YouTubers on Instagram, so shout out to them.
I do the same. I go to Toy Arc, and Toy Arc just has a whole gallery up, so much appreciated, Toy Arc.
Now, Star Wars had some reveals yesterday and today. I don't want to really talk about the reveals from yesterday. Well, there's a few that I do, but most of them were credit collection. So repainted figures we already got painted like they are from the credits of The Mandalorian.
Those figures look terrible.
They do. They look absolutely terrible. I hate the concept, but at the same time, it's like, I don't have to spend money.
It was like, it's an idea that someone came up with. And like in theory, it seems like it could be a good idea, but in execution, it just doesn't look good. Like the colors just look all off, and just I'm not a fan. I'm personally not a fan of the credit collection. That's all.
I'm with you. But let's get to. I gotta close this. My technology is failing me.
Enhance. Yep, it's definitely a chain. We confirmed it.
Oh, my computer is frozen. All right, there we go. There he is. Axwoves.
Nice.
Filling out that 3 crew team. Yep, the trio from Mandalorian. Axwoves. Definitely a reuse of that new Mandalorian loyalist.
Death Watch.
Death Watch, yeah. Yeah, it looks great. I think they got the likeness spot on. I do like that figure. However, the gun he comes with is pretty awkward to get into his hand. But he comes with different weapons, it looks like. He comes with some pistols, looks like the same pistols that Bo-Katan has. He comes with the Jango Fett jetpack. Might be a resculpt, I don't know. But it looks great. And I'm all in on this. You don't collect too many Black Series.
No, but I'll be getting this because I've been buying like the live action Mandalorian stuff. Not every single thing, but like I'm just building my own little sort of section. So I've got obviously Bo-Katan and Sasha Banks. So they're there on display. So where are they? There. Yeah, it's a bit dark up there, but they're there. So I will be getting him to add to the crew. So I pick and choose with Star Wars. I'm a casual Star Wars guy, so
Sure.
I'm not really into any of the animated stuff. I've not seen Rebels, Clone Wars, any of that. I haven't seen Bad Batch. I haven't even watched Obi-Wan Kenobi the series yet. That's something I will watch, but it's just not something I was clamoring to see. So casual Star Wars guy.
I'd say skip Obi-Wan, watch the Clone Wars. First season's rough. First 2 seasons are rough. Clone Wars season 3 through the rest is some of the best Star Wars. Rebels is good, season 2 through 4. Anyway, super chat from Rush McGowan. Thank you.
I've heard of Rush.
Yeah, Who Crew guy, right?
Yeah.
I watch the Sunday streams.
His real name's Dan. There you go. Now we know.
Okay, there's too many Dans. But Thank you for the super chat, my friend. He says it may not be 300, referring to the HasLab Ghost Rider. Remember, Dwight said in the past that he wanted to do cheaper, smaller HasLabs, and the Transformers Victory Saber was 175. Good point. I like it.
Not against it. Time will tell.
Definitely not against it. If it came in under 300, 250, 200, if it came in at 175, that'd be awesome. I still don't know if I'd get it. Maybe at 175. That'd be hard to pass up. Thank you, Rush. So we got X-Wolves. Now they're doing, we know we've been getting like the Christmas Troopers past few years.
What are these? Do Star Wars fans actually want these? Like, what's going on? First of all, did the Star Wars fans want Christmas versions? And now do they want Halloween versions? Like, I know the Americans love a Halloween. That's a big
Not
deal
this Star Wars fan.
Like, what is going on?
But I've seen people digging them. Like my buddy John Papa Sergio. He likes them.
They look like Fortnite. He looks like a character from Fortnite.
He does.
If you had said this is skeleton guy from Fortnite, I'd be like, yeah, you're right. It is. Like, I wouldn't.
Or if, like Karate Kid 1,
Oh, yeah, the costumes, yeah.
Windowless box, so we are slowly getting switched to...
doesn't look good, does it? Doesn't look good.
Yeah.
These do not look like the price they're worth. Don't be negative.
No, they don't. Tony
Look, I'm not friends with the Star Wars team. I can be negative, all right? They don't send me free shit.
No, they don't. They're not like the Marvel team who sent me this Tesseract. Thank you, Ryan
Exactly.
King.
See, he's a good man, that Ryan.
We should go to the beach again sometime. Hit me up. The DMs. All right. No, don't care about this at all. I will not be buying this. It's a good way for them to reuse a mold, which I don't know why they need to reuse the clone trooper mold, because that's all they ever put out anymore. It seems like is clone troopers upon clone troopers. So there's that. Don't care. Battle Droid from Jedi Fallen Order. Simple repaint. Looks fine. This has GameStop clearance written all over it.
Is he another Halloween guy? Like, I don't know. Like,
no. This is
okay.
My pictures are out of order. Apparently, there is another Halloween guy. This is from Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
Battle Droid here. I wish they would do that Mr. Bones Battle Droid, the one that's like a psycho killer from one of the books. Like, I read that book. The book sucked, but Mr. Bones, the battle droid that covered himself in bones,
sounds cool.
Was the coolest character. He was like a psychopathic killer. So here, that's GameStop exclusive Gaming Greats. If GameStop is still around, if not, check your local Big Lots or maybe Entertainment Earth, Big Bad. And then we're getting another Black Series Gaming Greats from Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the sequel to Fallen Order, KX Security Droid, which is just the K2SO mold with this pack and
water
taser
cannon.
staff.
Puts out fires, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't played the new game yet.
Okay.
It's not out. If he was in the first game, I didn't get that far. But to me, this type of thing is a repaint that I'm okay with because it's a troop builder.
If it's a unique character, then it's fair game.
Sure. Look, Tony, if you want to come in, I'll send you the link. You can come in and talk trash. That's a lot of British people in one stream, though. I don't know.
I like Scuba Pete's comment. He says he's holding out for the Valentine's Day. The Star Wars team is just going to get around to all of the holidays of Star Wars characters. Yeah.
You have Luke in his pink tunic. Waiting to hear from Tony. Well, he doesn't need the link. This is his StreamYards. He can just hop in. So there's the droid. And then I don't know why they're doing this. Another Grogu single packed. Now this will be $25.
That's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Just basically you're paying for the pram because you've got
which
all
is
those
also
other accessories.
a repack. The pram is a repack. I have it.
Yeah, same. It came with Mandalorian, didn't it? It came with Mando.
I have the frog in the cup. I don't think I have the necklace. That's new. But I mean, this is a slightly retooled Grogu, but who cares? He's
Yeah.
like in a sitting position. I don't know. I'm glad they don't come with Build-A-Figure pieces because I have no desire to get this at all.
Oh no, they've tried to spread things out in the box there, but the box does look a little bit empty there, doesn't it?
Yeah, $25 for that guy. Tony says he'll be here soon. Great. Stream is ruined. Okay, there's Grogu, and then HK47 or a droid. This is from the Mandalorian, which must have been a background character because I don't remember seeing this.
Yeah,
guy in
not something I've seen Mando, and I don't recognize him. Yeah.
Yeah. So there he is, regular line with a windowless box. So I'm thinking this is next year because they've shown some windowed boxes like Axe Woves.
Yeah.
Probably coming this year. I'm thinking the windowless boxes next year. And buy these online if you can, or open them up in the aisle at Target if that's where they're at. Because I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the figures in the aisle at Target or Walmart before I buy them.
100%. I've been having bad QC. I don't know if you've seen my Spinnerette, but straight out the packaging.
Tragedy, man.
Yeah, like so, just completely no web lines up here on the neck and stuff, and it just looks stupid. So, yeah.
No, that was an online purchase, though.
Yeah, that was a Pulse. So I've emailed Pulse customer services, and they just send me back the generic, like send it back, and we'll be happy to replace it. But like in my mind, I don't want to send them the 2-pack back because the Spider-Man was fine, and I don't want to get caught in a vicious loop of sending Spider-Man back and then he getting a bad paint app. So I've emailed them saying, "Can I only send Spinnerette back?" And they've not replied yet. So because I'm not sending Spidey back because I'm happy with him.
Yeah, I'm wondering if anyone here. Strident says it could be for season 3. This guy, perhaps.
Oh, okay, new. Yeah, okay, maybe.
But this guy is not from season 3. He is from season 2, and this is PS3 Luke. Which is, I think, the new tooled body that they were planning on putting with the Rancor.
I was about to say that. The Last Jedi body that they were going to use. Yeah.
No, not Last Jedi.
Not the Last Jedi. The
Mandalorian.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, with the Rancor on a retro card, I think they were going to do. But
yeah,
here he is in the regular line, and this does not look like a digital render to me. This is a newly tooled body. It's not the original Jedi Luke. And it has that cloak, which is laying really nice in the picture.
It looks good. It looks good. It looks like a good Luke. Yeah,
it does. And they gave him butterfly joints this time and the correct wrist articulation for a sword wielder.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I definitely want it. I love that scene in The Mandalorian. And Tony's going to come in here soon and tell me how dumb I am for liking that. But I unapologetically love that scene.
I think I'd get this Luke as well.
Yeah.
It's a good, just Jedi Luke, like end of trilogy type Luke.
And while the likeness is not the best, it's better than they've done, and it's probably slightly better than The Mandalorian season 2.
Yeah, Malcolm, he's got one of those faces that they say, ain't they? Like him, he just can't get it quite right, but it's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah. So there he is with his tunic. That tunic might be removable. It was on the Walmart exclusive one that came out a couple years ago. But that is a new body. So there you go. And then my boy, Bill Burr. Season 1 Mix Mayfield this time. Looks great.
The kudos look a little bit off. Like I've been waiting for this. Like I wanted this version. I never got the version in the disguise, because I knew this one would come. And I've got, as I said, I've been getting the Mando stuff. I don't remember it being this sort of two-tone, right? With the blues and the browns. Am I wrong in thinking that? Like for me, it was just all black.
You are. I thought it was all black too.
Yeah,
I was under that impression, but I haven't seen it in 2 years probably. And it could always be like the lighting.
Agreed. Yeah.
The lighting.
They're going to have reference. They're going to have reference. This is probably exactly how it was, but in the show, this is not how I remember it. So when I first seen this picture, I was like, "Oh, that looks a little off," but it's a character I want for the show for sure.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on. Greg says, "Do you remember? Yes, they do skim and pull things from chat, but they can't see and react to everything." That's true. If I missed something, I'm sorry. But
that's
anyway.
what super chats are there. If you want to get the attention, use the super chat. That's what it's there for.
Thank you, Dan. I won't say that though.
I will.
Super chats are totally voluntary and they're much appreciated.
Of course. But like, you get the attention and it supports the channel. It's win-win.
I like the way you think. Okay. So Bill Burr looks great. The artwork on the side of the package looks great. The likeness of the figure, amazing. And Tony is here. Looks like he's having a hard time connecting, so we'll wait a minute. There he is out of the package with his guns. I love the holsters all over.
Are they working holsters? They're not just plastic.
They are working holsters, my friend.
Yeah,
there's Tony.
Sense.
What's up,
There's
bud?
the Desert Rat.
Hey, how are you?
Pow.
Dan, how's things, man?
I'm all good, mate. How's you?
Oh, I'm all right, hanging out in the kitchen.
Is it super early? Is it super early for you?
Yeah, it's 6:20, but I got up at 4 a.m. to watch UFC London, and it's just finished, so...
You are roboting really hard, Tony.
What? Roboting?
Yeah, you're like frozen.
Glitchy, yeah, glitchy.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
Okay. I love that the backpack has the working flip out gun there.
Yeah, I like that.
Very cool. But there he is. I mean, look, come on, that's Bill Burr. I'm gonna have to get 2 of these. I got an extra. What do they call them? The Angry Marvel Legends collector. The hood.
The hood, yeah.
Yeah. Sonny did not send it to me, but I did get an extra hood and an extra Bill Burr in the Imperial armor just to pop that head on the body.
Casual Bill Burr.
Casual Bill Burr, baby.
Doing stand up in the display room.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Grudge, for the $1.79 pound super chat. He says HK Droid is from season 2, episode 5. Thank you. I just don't remember him, but I appreciate that, my friend. Okay. So there's Bill Burr. Oh, and here's the other Halloween guy. It's the Black Chrysanthemum or Chewbacca repainted with kitty ears and the ice cream.
It's like a joke, isn't it? It's like, are they joking?
Look, I mean, I guess Star Wars fans buy this stuff. It's
Star
not
Wars
for me.
fans are crazy. Yeah, Star Wars fans are crazy. Like
look, I am a Star Wars fan. Like I'm one of you Star Wars fan out there. I just
those cat ears on the Chewbacca head look ridiculous.
Maybe that's why some people like it so much. Like, this is so stupid and
yeah, I guess so. It's a toy, isn't it? It's just fun. Like, people can put this on a miscellaneous shelf or whatever. It's just stupid. But like, this ain't aimed at serious collectors, surely.
No. If I was to build out a scene, right, like a Star Wars scene, for a picture, right, ACBA or whatever.
Yeah.
A gray Wookiee would be cool to have in the background, right? If you're building out a cantina scene or whatever.
Older, wiser Wookiee, yeah, I'm with that. It's
just the armor is way too big, and the kitty ears are stupid. Hopefully those are removable. I don't know. If
that's from the comic Black Chrysanthemum, right? The armor.
Yes.
Yeah. And I do like how they've used that Mandalorian sort of pod that held all the credits and turned it into a jack-o'-lantern thing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The ice cream machine.
Yeah.
This is Laser Stream. This is my stream. Do you remember me?
Do you remember me? Of course I remember you.
And then they dropped some pipeline reveals. So they got the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi next year. So we're going to get some repacks on vintage cards.
It's just Endor on vintage card, isn't it? It's literally the Endor figures that we've already got on vintage cards.
Yes. I welcome the Biker Scout again, actually, because I only have 4. I would like 6.
He was pretty hard to get. When he appeared in season 1 of Mando, he started to get harder to get on the aftermarket.
Yeah. And they haven't done Wicket yet. So Wicket is new. This will be the 3rd time they put out the Jabba's Palace Lando, which is currently a peg warmer.
He was in the archive collection as well, wasn't he?
He just came out in the archive wave. Yeah. So he's going to come out again next year on a Return of the Jedi card.
They must think he's well popular.
Yeah. You're not getting tired, are you, Dan? I know it's late over there.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So
I'm getting tired of that figure getting released all the time. That's what I'm getting tired of.
Yeah. Am I better this time?
Very much. Yes.
Yeah. I plugged in the Ethernet cable rather than go from the Wi-Fi. So How's things, Dan? Good to see you, man.
I'm all good. Good to see you too, my friend. I told you, Tesseract is in the post, so you're imminent. You're going to be introduced to the Who crew, whether you like it or not.
Oh, he's looking forward to it, man. He's looking forward to it.
Good.
The question everyone wants answered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turtles and tea, Joe's and juice,
Mm-hmm.
Legends and liquor.
Yeah.
Is that all of them?
It sounds like a great place to be, yeah.
Which is the best one?
I like Legends and Liquor. I love them all, but Legends and Liquor is my bread and butter, isn't it? Like Legends and Liquor.
I like Joe's and juice. I'm the military guy.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why they're there. It's a bit something for everyone.
But Tony, you hate G.I. Joe.
We talk Action Force on it. It's just a gimmick. The name's just a gimmick. We talk all things military.
I don't hate G.I. Joe.
I know. I am just, oh,
Nice.
Hey, guess what? So Tony is showing the Night Ops Steel Brigade.
Is that the big bad exclusive?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which my big bad pile of loot was marked as delivered today. I got the text, went to my front door, nothing. It still has not arrived up until this point.
I hacked your account and changed the address to Dan's house.
No. My FedEx account,
Wait.
it says my address. So I immediately filed a claim because I'm not messing around. There's a lot of stuff in that pile of loot that I want, especially my 6 Night Ops Steel Brigades.
6.
Yes. Remember, Tony, I'm a true fan. Okay?
Have you not connected the door?
I don't just get 4 army builders when it comes to Action Force. I get 6. True fan right here. This guy.
Well, okay. I ordered 4, but then
that's everyone clapping for
Right, quiet down, everyone. Quiet down.
Bobby gave me a few extras, so I've got 7 now.
What did you say? I'm
I helped
call that guy up. All right. So Wicked is the new one. Excited to get Wicked. I love the Ewoks. Yes, I'm a 40-year-old man who will admit that he likes the Ewoks. I grew up with them. Never had a problem with them like many do. But I mean, remember, Return of the Jedi came out when I was 2 years old. Right? I think I saw it for the first time when I was probably 5 or 6. So I was the right age for it, and it's very nostalgic, Tony.
Yeah.
Don't tell Michael I said that.
If I was going to have any Ewok in the collection, it would be Wicket, though.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get that figure.
Yeah, and the Leia that he goes with is coming out this year. The
Nice.
Ewok dress Leia, and he can also go with this Leia here in the picture, the speeder bike Leia. So. More pipeline reveals. They're going to put Paplu on a vintage card, and he was in a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive box, or it might have been PulseCon that year. That might have been during the pandemic, but that'll be the first time we see Paplu at retail because he was exclusive to a con box. A repack of Chewbacca. I hope they give him that hair. I hope it's a new head with the 1980s Menudo hair. I like that. And then a repack of Bib Fortuna and another repack of the Emperor, who they just released in the archive wave. So we're getting all these guys on a retro card, including the Stormtrooper, which I hope they add the holster onto the Stormtrooper, which the Mandalorian, nice. that new mold Stormtrooper did not have because it was accurate to Mandalorian. This one being accurate to Return of the Jedi. I hope they don't forget that holster.
So all of those reveals on retro cards?
Yes, these were all teased as the vintage anniversary, so it'd be on retro card.
Yeah.
So bubbles aren't going away?
That's what it seems like.
They said on retro cards they're not. Now, me and Dan talked about this. We weren't sure if that was going to be exclusively the vintage collection and 3 3/4, or if that was going to include the 6-inch figures as well.
The way the press release stated, it's something along the lines of, if the product is aimed at a collector where its purpose is to be displayed, then plastic will be allowed, but it will be a new what was the plastic, Ryan? A new plant-based plastic? Or something like
it
that.
Is a plant-based plastic, which does break down much, much, much faster than traditional plastic, which lasts for like 500 years. But this plant-based stuff, a few years, and it's starting to break down.
But at first sight, it looks the same.
Can you eat it?
It's plant-based. I imagine you could.
Wouldn't advise it.
I wouldn't.
That's good news for you, Dan, because I know you like to keep like the retro Spider-Man.
Oh, absolutely.
Carded.
The whole wall's
Yeah,
all of them. So yeah, absolutely. Because there's still so many characters that I'd like on that card, and if it was just going to end, I'd feel the collection would feel incomplete without particular characters. So that just gives me hope that they're still going to get to some of these characters I've wanted on the retro card.
Yeah.
Colossal Customs. Thanks, Daniel, for the super chat. He says, Dan, Black Series, Aliens, and Blue Titty Milk.
Yeah. As I said, a few people have asked me to do Star Wars stream, but because I know Brandon would be a perfect co-host for it, but I'm just not a Star Wars guy. I haven't got that passion for it.
Hold on. How old is Brandon?
Brandon's 24, 25.
So he wasn't even around for the prequels.
He was a kid with the prequels, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't ask me if I wanted to join you on that Star Wars.
I'm saying I don't want to do it, is what I'm saying. You and Brandon can do it. I'll be the producer behind the scenes pressing the buttons on Streamlabs. You two can do the show.
I don't like to stream with people that are underage. So it's a bad look.
He can legally drink milk if that's what you're concerned about.
Blue titty milk?
I have to check about the blue milk. No, full fat, scammy finned is fine.
All right. So moving on from these pipeline reveals. Actually, there's one more pipeline reveal. Ki-Adi-Mundi from the prequels. Very cool. Very excited to build up my prequel Jedi. Tony, I know you don't collect prequel stuff. Dan, are you collecting the Jedi?
He looks like a cone head with a beard.
Yes. Yeah. And according to official Star Wars lore, he has many wives and concubines because his species of alien is endangered. And so even though they avoid attachments, he was getting busy, baby. This guy's getting down with some concubines. And then a repacked Mandalorian with the Darksaber. He might have a burn on his leg, maybe. I don't know.
Has Mando came with a Darksaber yet? Or is that only came with Moff Gideon?
No, but you can buy Moff Gideon for about $8 right now and get one.
Okay, that's fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then Black Chrysanthemum, which if it's on the Chewbacca body again.
As a character design, I'm sure it should make a good action figure if they do it right. But as a character in the show, what a waste. What a waste.
Waste, but awesome aesthetics, right? Cool looking character.
Cool character design, undoubtedly.
He does not even minutely resemble Chewbacca's body shape.
No.
Peter Mayhew had long, thin arms. The actor that plays this guy is thick. He's a thick boy. And this dude you can't put him on the Chewbacca body. You can't. So hopefully this is a total retool, resculpt.
Hopefully they learned their lesson from the feedback of the comic Black Chrysanthemum that no one liked. Do you know, so hopefully they've learned that people don't want that just redone.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Okay.
But I have also heard that Black Chrysanthemum, the comic-based one, they already had in the works before Boba Fett, before they knew he was but still, even the comic book Chrysanthemum shouldn't be on that body.
If they do this justice, then it's definitely a character I'd like to have in plastic for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would like
to
get
about do your super chat first.
You sure? Okay.
Yep.
Jay's Toy Collection UK.
Wow.
Another one of you people. 5 pounds. Thank you very much, Jay. He says, Sir Laser Trousers being joined by the full UK crew of Dan and Tony. Should I put my Desert Rat figure head on Hellfire Hank to celebrate this moment? Yes.
Oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I can get him to join Hellfire. Yeah. Try and recruit the Desert Rat.
Thanks, Jay. And thanks for sharing the link to this stream in your Instagram. Appreciate it.
Good people.
All right. Go ahead, Tony. You got something?
Yeah. So about a week or two before I headed over to the US for Joe Fest and all that stuff, a lot of people know I live in a really remote town, and like the only place I could buy toys here was Kmart, and they've never got anything except all of the Eternals on clearance. About a week or two before I left for the United States, they opened up a big EB game store. It's probably a bit like GameStop. I went in there the other day and I was like, oh man, they've got a heap of Black Series figures. They've got Marvel Legends. And I was in a bit of a rush and I had a quick look. And I noticed a couple of figures, and I haven't got time. I took off. I went back there the other day. One of the figures I saw was the armored Spider-Man. You know, the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah. I drove back there the other day. I'm like, I really want that figure. And of course, it was sold. They didn't have it anymore. So I was a little bit disappointed. But I had a look around, and they had that Black Chrysanthemum there in a solid box. That's a crappy figure, man.
Oh, man, it's so bad.
Yep.
And that they also had Palpatine on the archive card, and I was like, that's an original trilogy character that I haven't got yet. And I had a look. I like cloth goods, but I don't think they're that well done, and I passed on it. And I ended up coming home with Ben Reilly instead.
So take it from me and Dan. And Dan, you mentioned this on your stream yesterday. But your stream that I've never heard of or watched before.
Yep.
If you see a Spider-Man figure that you think you might want, just get it. Because once they disappear, the secondary market on Spider-Man skyrockets, man.
They seem plentiful at first, and everyone's like, I'll wait. And then they just disappear and never come back.
Yeah, never wait on a Spider-Man figure. Spider-Man himself. Villains, maybe you could wait, but not Spider-Man.
All right, so Dan, let me ask you this. If I just wanted to get one comic accurate Spider-Man, which is the best Marvel Legends comic accurate Spider-Man to get?
The one that just got released, it is the Spider-Man from the Spinneret 2-pack. So it is completely pinless. So do you know you were talking about the pins being a pain? Yep. No pins on this Spider-Man, so you don't get the big red dots on the inside of the arm. Really good, articulation in regards to the retro body, but it's also got added points of articulation with like the toes, joints. So yeah, this is the best comic Spider-Man currently available in Marvel Legends, and it's in this set with Spinneret. It's that one.
Is that the one you're going to send me for free, bro?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. But this is the best current Marvel Legends Spider-Man. And if anyone in the chat wants to disagree with me, you'd be wrong. There you go. That is the best one.
All right.
You people. All right.
I need some of those glasses.
Yeah. You need MLG.
Can you actually see through these glasses? Are they just black?
Yeah. Okay. They're tinted. They're not solid.
Okay.
But I mean, you have to, you got to have the.
Don't you need a big joint as well? You need a big joint in it for it to go black and white or something. That's what that the meme is, isn't it?
Look, given some of Ryan's taste in action figures and cinema, I think he's blind anyway.
Okay. Cloud Foxwell, thank you for the super chat. Oh, he added himself back in. All right. Thank you, Cloud, for the super chat. He says, stepping in for more Who Crew takeover. Loving the stream. Keep up the good work, lads. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Good people.
All right. Okay, so moving on from... Actually, no. There's one more pipeline reveal. Pipeline is what they just want to show the fans before Yakface leaks it.
I don't mind these, though, because Joe are doing it as well at the minute, where they just give you a name. And I'd rather know what's coming.
Yeah,
that helps you make decisions in what to buy and sell and how you can start arranging a collection or something. So I don't mind these.
No, that was not a complaint from me. I don't mind Pipeline at all. Let me know what's coming. They're going to repack the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett on a vintage card, and we're getting our Rebel Trooper. So that's very exciting. That's like my number one want in Black Series.
Doesn't everyone say that this Rebel Trooper is like that Rex from one of those animated shows?
So Dave Filoni did say, like, this is Rex. Like, he pretty much said this is Rex, which I think is kind of cool, but not necessary, but whatever. I'm just happy to get a indoor Rebel Trooper, and I'm really hoping they do the faceplate thing like they did with Hoth Trooper. And I hope they're two new faces, and they can swap with Hoth and Hoth with indoor. So you could have, 4 different faces on each. That'd be great.
And you know what would be even better if they did like a cloth goods poncho and they gave you 2 different styles of camouflage. So then you've got like multiple. That would probably make it a deluxe figure though.
Like reversible, like reversible poncho type thing.
Oh, reversible. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
And look at this guy. He's got a bandolier of like grenades, right? So if the bandolier is removable, more options. Maybe a removable belt. This is starting to sound a lot like Action Force. Okay, so that's all the Star Wars stuff. However, they did tease an all-new line, and I'm just kind of putting this with Star Wars because it's very Star Wars adjacent. We got Indiana Jones toys coming, fellas.
Yeah.
I don't have any Indiana Jones toys, and I would love to have some Indiana Jones toys. Not so much like, Indiana Jones 4 or the new one. I have no hope for that movie. But some Raiders, some Temple of Doom, some Last Crusade. I would love some 6-inch figures.
Yeah, absolutely. They've not actually confirmed we're getting 6-inch yet, but I hope they do. I hope Hasbro are clever enough to just do that, since the other lines they do are mainly 6-inch.
They know where their bread and butter's at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
these are getting revealed at Hasbro Pulse Fan Fest in September.
Yeah, end of September, first day of October. And a few months ago, like I was on a stream with Michael, or he was on someone else's stream. He called it. He said they're going to do a retro line, a 3 3/4 like super articulated vintage line, and a 6-inch line, just like they do with Star Wars. I mean, that's kind of Hasbro's go-to
Mr.
formula.
Stevie Evans on Instagram, who works for Hasbro, Marvel, and Star Wars, etc. He hinted that exact same thing in his stories, where he wants retro and a sort of modernized line. So I'm if they do a 6-inch Indiana Jones line, then yes, I want Indy. I want a Sean Connery, Indy's dad, on the shelf. So I'm in.
Short round.
But you know me, I love having my collection in the same scale. So like adding Indy to that, he can jump straight in to the universe on my shelf. So yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah,
I can see them doing both. Retro 3 3/4. I would love a 6-inch Indiana Jones line, and this is the first I'm hearing of this. You kind of surprised me with this a bit, Ryan.
Yeah, this came out today.
My big concern here is that if I want to start building a collection of Indiana Jones characters from Raiders or Last Crusade, I don't think in this day and age Hasbro are going to produce anyone in German soldier uniforms.
Yeah,
true.
Agreed. They won't.
You are 100% right. Maybe the Soviets from the 4th movie.
They do just generic soldiers and not use logos, and obviously,
Well, they even did that in the so when Hasbro was doing the Indiana Jones stuff in like the early 2000s, I think it was. I did that big video with Michael about it.
Great video.
They wouldn't put the swastikas and stuff on the armbands. They would just paint them a solid color and things like that. But yeah, I still can't see them even doing a German army helmet. Not in 2022.
With the point in the middle. One of those ones.
That was World War One.
You would get Indy. There's 3 different versions of Indy, pretty much. Or they would do one with a jacket, one without a jacket, right? From like Temple of Doom, maybe. I don't know. Well, they would do Marion.
Temple of Doom, you can do all the ripped up shirt and everything from the bridge scene, and they can do a lot of different versions of Indy. And I'm such an Indy fan that I'm probably not going to be able to turn it down if they do it in 6-inch.
I just hope they really pay attention and get, the accuracy down. Because if Tony, you were a part of it. Michael's video about the Indiana Jones toys, he breaks down the looks, even the looks of the different hats that he wore movie to movie. I just really hope they do their homework. Hopefully they watch that video and then design these toys. But yeah,
look, I'm really starting to think that. So when they announced the G.I. Joe classified Storm Shadow on the retro card, the Storm Shadow that I just got for free, thanks Hasbro, I think is one of the best classified figures so far. The only downside to that figure is he doesn't have ungloved hands, which is the classic look. That's on the retro card that just went up for pre-order, right? Exactly, yes. And now we get that, but what have they taken? Oh, I don't think you get the hood now. They've taken the alternate hood out of the box and given you alternate hands instead, and changed a few of the paint details. But I really believe that Hasbro are trying not to ever give us the perfect representation of a character so they can do different versions. That's why you always get
Lisa's fiending to get that next one and just keep buying the same character. Yeah.
That's why every Han Solo they ever do in Black Series has got the wrong belt.
Yeah, and I think they know that we'll buy multiples to kit bash the perfect one, because I've done that with Marvel Legends so many times. You buy a few different versions of the same character to kit bash the correct look.
Yeah, sometimes I reckon that these companies just do like a mind's eye to this is close enough version, where they don't realize there's collectors out here that are going to criticize like that's not the right this or that. So for them, if it looks close enough, it's fine, which it shouldn't be that way, but I can imagine that's what it's going to be sometimes. And
we're all just a little bit of that Simpsons comic book guy, right? Actually,
yeah.
This is we all have as toy collectors. I think we all have a little bit of that, or a lot of bit of that. Keith Knight, thank you, my friend, for the super chat. He says, to paraphrase Bromhead Kane in Zulu, well done, LaserPants. We'll make an Englishman of you yet. Great chat, guys. Thank you, Keith, very much. I know that accent was horrible, but I tried.
It wasn't great.
No, it wasn't. No. But you're Australian, so what do you know? No, I'm kidding. Should I? Okay. Before the copyright strike.
I was about to say, how you got a copyright strike in the intro, but that's fine. Dr. Dre's fine.
I played a few seconds of that. But the intro I have the license for, and they copyright struck me on the stream I did with Jeremy, and in like 2 days they lifted it.
That's
like,
Jeremy's fault.
Cool. And then they did it again on my next one. And they still haven't responded to that, but I'm fighting them because I have the license for the intro song from the artist who made it.
Skrillex.
No,
it was the only dubstep artist I could think of.
Actually, I left a link in the description so that because this is all manual review. It says not a bot review takedown. Okay, so that was everything from Star Wars and also Indiana Jones.
Very excited to see what they show from Indy, 100%. I hope it's a 6-inch line.
Yes. Now, you guys, Mafex, what do you have? Anything? Am I the only one?
DC stuff. I've got a John Wick who's epic.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm like Mafex is like my import go-to. Do you know, like I don't really buy SH figure arts anymore. If Mafex do a character that I like, then I'm always intrigued. I've definitely been picking up all the Hush stuff so far as well.
Yes.
Batman Hush
stuff. Their DC stuff, they've been knocking out of the park.
Yeah. That's the best 1/12 scale DC representations are from Mezco.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Tony, anything from Mafex?
Mafex.
No, so where do you guys rank Mafex against Mezco?
They're so different that it's almost like Legends to Mezco.
Yeah, Mezco. I'm not a Mezco guy, but because it's all soft goods and stuff. Where Mafex is more plastic action figure with maybe a soft goods jacket or cape every now and then.
Right.
It's like Marvel Legends on steroids to a certain extent, where amped up articulation, better soft goods, more accessories. Like it's how we'd like action figures to be as standard, but it's their imports, so they're
three times the price.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Ryan, that Superman, I think we did a show at the start of the year, like our best figures of last year.
Yes.
Was that Superman, the Mafex one?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This one.
Yep.
This is the Yeah. This is the best 1/12 scale Superman for me, for sure.
Absolutely. Some people don't like the size of the head. However, Mafex is a slightly smaller scale. And when you're super buff, your head doesn't necessarily grow unless you're on steroids. Your head stays the same size. So the head is 100% accurate.
Looks fine to me.
But Mafex...
Your head grew when the channel got monetized.
Oh, yeah. It was already big. Massive head. I hate you. Okay. So... Mafex is dropping some DC teases. I don't know if these were at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know if Mafex goes to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've seen the pictures, but I don't even know if they had a presence there.
Yeah, I doubt it. Anyway, they're putting up teases. Maybe it was a con over in Japan. But yeah, so we're getting a Nightfall Batman. and Bane. And the grayscale was out yesterday. And today, I don't know if this is like a digital mock-up from someone, but someone colored them in. And you get that classic Nightfall Bane and that classic look Nightfall Batman. They look really, really good. And I showed this to Bobby earlier today, Tony, and he was like, sign me up, man.
Yeah. But Bobby would have needed a mop and bucket. Bane's feet look too big to me, but
He's wearing big boots.
Yeah, I can
and
see.
you know what they say about men with big boots?
Big socks.
If we go back to the grayscale, they do look slightly large. Yeah,
He's a
I
big
can see
guy.
that.
I'm fine with that.
That's probably how he was drawn in the comic, though. So I just, these things catch my eye.
I've been saying, like, I love Legends, but I like DC too. Like, I really do. It's just that there isn't that Legends equivalent of where a consistent line of characters from DC that are good. That's not talking about McFarlane. They don't count. It's at the 1/12 scale where everything that Mafex put out of DC, I want. Like, all their figures look great. So yeah, these look great. That's like an iconic look for Batman as well. Old school classic.
Totally classic.
That's
I mean
like
that era. Right there. That era of Batman in the comics, that's like definitive for me.
Yeah, and that's Hush, Detective Comics, isn't it? That's like OG Batman.
Hush is close, drawn by Jim Lee. Hush, it's close. It's there. It's really good. I love my Mafex Hush Batman, but this one with the yellow symbol, so good. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, it's like a modernized Batman, isn't it? This one's modernized design, even.
Greg Fenstad says Nightfall Bane. Oh my God, that looks sick. Better than McFarlane. I mean, this sealed it for me. I'm not going to get that McFarlane Bane. Don't need it. This is going to be my Bane.
Yeah, I was just thinking that they just revealed one, didn't they? Yeah.
Got a super chat here from Matt Cropsey. Thank you very much. He says 6-inch Mola Ram with flaming heart, hopefully. That would be cool. Indiana Jones. Onam Shivai, right? Onam Shivai. Holding the heart.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. I know. I was wondering if you guys knew that.
No.
Yeah, so I was distracted. I'm on eBay looking for a Spider-Man spinner at 2-pack. They're expensive.
Oh,
they've literally just come out. Come out. You might be best off like trying to get the retro Spider-Man because everyone's going to get rid of that now that this one's out. And the retro Spider-Man is the same. He's just got pins. So
listen.
Yeah, I don't want the pins.
Yeah, and
I got this.
This is the one you need.
I got this Tesseract from Ryan Ting, so I'll reach out to him. I'll have him send you some stuff, including that 2-pack. Cool.
That was a beautiful card he sent you.
Oh, it's so nice. It's heartwarming.
You're never going to get free stuff from them.
What are you talking about? I just did. I got the. What you think? I wouldn't make that up. It's not my style. Come on. All right. Thank you, Matt Cropsey, and we've got another super chat from Jeremy J. Thanks, man. He says, it was me, LaserPants. I submitted the copyright strike.
Told ya. It
was me. Thanks. What was that guy's name?
Jim.
No, he's quoting that dummy from Star Wars Episode 9. I forget his name. Anyway, I'm the spy. That guy. Moving on.
What?
Yeah, I saw it once. So, Mafex, Batman Hush, Nightwing. So fully painted. I love
that effect piece. It definitely looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool.
The spinning
baton.
Eskrima stick. I think Eskrima. No, I don't know how to pronounce it.
I call it a baton. Smart.
Baton. Okay, baton. Yeah, that's a great effect. We know what we're getting as far as articulation. I think the proportions are perfect, and a 6-inch dick has to be well articulated,
of course,
to be effective. So, can't wait for this Nightwing / Dick Grayson.
When's he due out? I know with Mafex you got to add months onto it, but is it due this year or next year?
I mean, maybe this year. I feel like I pre-ordered him earlier this year, so probably next year.
Okay.
I mean, Mafex is always late, super late. So it is what it is. But when they show up, man, they're good figures. Blake Quammen Thank you very much for the super chat. He says, why is it not coming up? Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Blake, thank you. He says, Tony, the Spider-Man Spinneret 2-pack is the best Spider-Man, but the Spider-Man Amazing Friends Spider-Man may be close, but not cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, so someone else in the chat just said that I can pre-order it from EB Games, which is the store that's just over. So I'm having a look.
Just
EB
go
Games, that's Canada, right? EB Games is like the GameStop equivalent for Canada.
Yes.
So like, is that now moved to Australia as well, I assume?
Yeah, we've had it here in Australia for ages, but yeah, they've just opened one here in Port Hedland, so I can pre-order it. But it's saying it's not due for delivery here until September, but it's $130 Australian.
Wow.
To put that in perspective, most Marvel Legends are $45 Australian, so 2 figures should be $90.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is like the price of a 3-pack.
Well, if anyone in the States wants only Spinneret, send your extra Spider-Man to Tony. Because I don't think Tony wants Spinneret. Thank you, Blake.
Look, I might just get the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man figure instead.
Oh, the first appearance?
Yeah.
He is pinless. He's pinless as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Has he got the toe articulation?
No toe articulation.
It's smaller body.
Yeah, it's a skinnier body.
Because that's what, Peter Parker was probably, 16, 17 in that
it's a
book.
younger, leaner Peter Parker, yeah.
No,
I think he was in high school.
Dan, I think you've got me addicted to the Spinneret 2-pack.
With the Spinneret 2-pack, you get all the hands you need as well. You get the wall crawling hands, the swipping hands, the fisted hands. You get the Peter Parker head as well.
Yeah, okay.
Sell your Spinneret. Buy the 2-pack and sell the Spinneret so it softens the blow.
I'll keep the Spinneret.
She looks good.
All right. I mean, the Mary Jane head is good from that 2-pack. So, all right. Moving on. I might actually start displaying my Superman with the vines because they are doing Poison Ivy.
That looks so good. Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
so good.
This is the character from this storyline that I've been waiting for him to do. Like, I'm surprised it took them so long because they've done Joker and Harley, and I'm like, Ivy was more of a character I would wanted in this line. So, very happy to see Ivy. She looks great.
Yeah, and this is even if I say even if you don't like Hush, but it's a pretty solid book. I don't know anyone that doesn't like the Hush story. This is a good, just basic Poison Ivy comic book figure right here.
All the characters in Hush, every single character they've
exactly.
released so far have been like a nice sort of not a classic as such, but like just a sleek mind's eye look of each one of these characters. Batman, Superman, Joker, Harley Quinn, Nightwing, and now Harley.
I would say Joker, maybe. Joker's a little
Joker's
he's a little stylized.
Yeah, he's the one I haven't got. I haven't got him in hand. So
but if you're not a psycho like me and you just want one, you're one and done with a character, this is your Poison Ivy right here.
Yeah, she looks great.
One and done. It's the only one you need.
So what do these sell for?
So it depends on the figure.
They're about £90 for me in the UK on Mayfair.
Shipped, right?
Yeah, about £90.
So they're technically not distributed in the States. So if you're in Japan, I think they're about $50-$60 for a regular size Mayfix figure. But to get them here to the States, $90. Some are $100.
Yeah, welcome to living in Australia, man. We have to do that with everything to get it into this country.
Right. So there they all are together. Now we got the Stealth Jumper Batman from the Hush storyline. I think he is shipping soon.
Yeah, he's one we didn't need. I could have done without him. I
know they shipped my Nightfall Batman, the Azrael, or the John Paul Valley Batman, but the Stealth Jumper Batman should be shipping soon. Not sure when Harley's shipping, and then Huntress. These have all been up for pre-order.
She looks good too, Huntress.
Yeah, Huntress looks great. I feel like Harley Quinn's head is too small. But whatever. I think it looks great. And I definitely pre-ordered her.
She's stylized like that Joker. I reckon there'll be a good pair on the shelf.
Yeah. I mean, she's a good classic looking Harley.
Yeah.
So, all these characters are good, classic-looking characters. I mean, except for the stealth jumper Batman. And then, moving on to some DC movie figures from Mafex, the Batman, the sparkly vampire Batman. I already have the Mezco pre-ordered. So this went up for pre-order today. Did I get this one?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
This is due in July as well. You'll get this before the Mezco one.
Oh, yeah. Well, I already know. I mean, Mafex and Mezco are always late, but when it comes to Batman, I mean, I've been waiting 2.5 years for the 89 Batman from Mezco. So,
But Ryan's going to have 2 more children before he gets 89 Batman.
yeah.
So here's a question. Dan, I don't know. Did you like this movie?
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. It's not. It
Not
wasn't something I was. Yeah, just it was. When I seen it, it was fine. I genuinely wanted to see a Batman solo film with Ben Affleck as Batman. I genuinely wanted to see that. I thought Ben Affleck played like a good, older, rugged, about to retire Batman, and I wanted to see a solo film. So I was always a little bit annoyed that we never got that. So I went to see this film with like no expectations, just like I'm just going to go and see it and have a look, and it was fine. It was fine, like a scaled back sort of Batman. I like how he was Batman in the film a lot more than Bruce Wayne. Do you know, we got a lot of Batman, so I like that element of him. And I like the villain.
Yes, I just wish Affleck and Cavill would have had someone else, behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Someone, not Zack Snyder.
DC needed a Kevin Feige to sort of keep them in line. They just went all over the place.
I don't hate the Zack Snyder movies, but that is not by a long shot my definitive Batman and Superman. I mean, they're not by a long shot. But anyway,
so when this movie came out, the reason I asked that, when this movie came out, we did a 3POA whole episode about it because all 3 of us watched it. It's funny how time can kind of change your perspective, because I sat down to watch this again on the plane coming back from the States. I was raving about this film. I thought it was brilliant. Now I was like, yeah, it's okay now.
Yeah, and I had the same experience. I watched it when it came to HBO Max, and I was kind of like, it's fine, but it's definitely not my favorite Batman.
I don't have any more desire to rewatch it. Whereas I could end this stream, jump into the living room and put on The Dark Knight and watch that. I've seen that film hundreds of times. I've seen this probably 3 times, and I don't think I'll ever watch it again.
Oh, we got the Wolf Pack here. Everyone's dropping wolves in the chat.
Wow, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to the Wolf Pack. Toy review. He should be going live at some point today.
Saturday, yeah, usually, yeah.
Yeah, unless he already did and I missed it.
After, yes, when he's finished work, so all over the place in the evening.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm with you guys. Like, after my second watch, when it came to HBO Max, I definitely dropped it in the rankings of my favorite Batman movies. I still enjoyed it, but it's not as rewatchable. I feel like if they would have cut out 30 to 45 minutes.
Do you reckon the pacing's a bit slow? Do you know, like a little bit like get to the point. It feels like it could have ended 3 different places in that film, but they like kept going.
Yeah, that's what's ruined the rewatchability for me.
A tighter edit would really improve it. So the
figure looks great though. Figure looks nice.
Yeah, it does.
I actually the design of the costume I've warmed up to more because I wasn't a huge fan of it at first. But the cape looks great. It looks like it might be a pleathery material from these pictures.
Like a vinyl-y type of. Yeah, looks good.
And it looks like Mafex is going to have one of the best unmasked head sculpts, one of the most accurate.
It couple of heads as well, it seems there, right?
Yes, definitely better than McFarlane. It might rival the Mezco.
Does he have a head that looks to the left slightly?
I hope not.
Okay, just curious. Thought that's what we wanted.
He does have a removable.
That's cool. Actually,
it's just a swappable chest piece, I think. I don't think the bat symbol actually comes off.
You might have them as separate pieces, though, right? So when he's got that, there you go. So when
you have 2 chest pieces, and then you have the separate batarang. It looks like the grapple guns are sculpted into the hands, which makes
I'm fine
sense.
with that. I'm fine
Maybe,
with that. Yeah.
but then they have a separate grapple gun here, which is different. So I'm not sure. Let me go back. And
I'm
then
sure I had different guns anyway.
Is this what he injected in his leg, or is that some sort of baton? Or I don't remember.
That's got to be the injecting thing, right?
No, I think
No?
that's the flare he lights at the end when he's going through the water.
Good call.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Now moving on, we got some alternate.
Yeah, these are
colored
repaints, right? Just repaints.
repaint of the Frank Miller's The Dark Knight. Now I've read the comic. I don't currently have the trade paperback. I used to have it. I don't remember them looking like this.
It might have been a variant cover or something like that.
Oh yeah. They were like in the shadows, and you could just see like okay.
Yeah.
That's what this is. I don't need this at all. This is a very easy pass for me. I have the armored Batman in the traditional colors, and this Superman is hopefully going to be here soon. Not the black with red Superman. The actual correctly colored Superman should ship soon, I hope. But here it is.
Yeah, those two. Yeah.
So I have the armored Batman. This Superman coming soon. I think it looks great. It's a good.
Do you prefer that look for Superman to this one?
No, I prefer the Hush. I prefer the Hush, but I do like the Dark Knight Returns story, and so I did order this Superman as well. And I actually have 2 shelves in my D12. I have one for Hush, one for Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, nice.
And now I'm going to need one for Nightfall.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have it any other way. We finally have a solid DC line. Yeah, it's expensive.
And you got to wait months at a time. Like
you do, but you know, would I like a DC Marvel Legends style line? Yes. Would I like someone else besides Mattel or McFarlane to make it? Yes.
Would you like Hasbro to do it?
I would.
Is Hasbro announced they had Mattel had DC license? Would that?
No.
I reckon people would be happy with that.
If they announced it, I'd be very happy because as much crap as I give Hasbro, I do like Marvel Legends. They're not without their issues, and I'll call them out. But I mean, come on, like half of this room is Marvel Legends. So, yeah. So I'm excited for this Superman that was in the case. Now this one, easy pass for me. Way too obscure.
Evil clone of Spider-Man made by Dr. Doom.
Right. I did get the Marvel Legends one. I'm happy to have it. It's on my Spider-Man villain shelf. Don't need to spend $90 on Webman.
Just to repaint. It's like those the Superman and Batman you've just shown, the black ones. Like they're just reaching for repaints here, clearly.
Yeah. Easy pass for me. I don't want to spend too much time on this because there's not much to say really. But it does look like the original Spider-Man Buck repainted. And then we're going to get another Andrew Garfield, this time with an unmasked head. I have the Far From Home version. Excellent figure.
That's Tom Holland, not Andrew Garfield.
Sorry, yes, Tom Holland. Sorry. I have the Far From Home version. This is the No Way Home version. At least that's what the placard says. Yeah, he did have this until they threw paint on it. Then he turned it inside out, and then
correct.
It integrated with the Iron Spider suit. But the unmasked head looks pretty good. I think that looks nice.
Yeah,
looks a good figure. I don't know if I want another MCU Spider-Man though.
Well, because I'll get the MCU Marvel Legends, I don't feel the need to just have a random section of other MCU figures elsewhere, if you know what I mean. So I just looks nice, but it's like it's not something I'll be picking up.
Honestly, I don't feel Marvel Legends has done any Tom Holland Spider-Man justice yet.
I'll have that 2-pack this week, and I'll find out.
Okay.
Which 2-pack? The one with Ned?
Yeah.
That one looks good. Yeah, I want that.
I'll have it this week.
It's got quite a big dick.
Now we know I don't care like
there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Lucky girl.
There he is, posed up. Looks really nice, man. That looks
does look good. Does look good.
Ball joints stick out a little bit because of the different colored plastic, but besides that, very nice. And then I think this Iron Man was in my pile of loot that didn't show up today.
This exact one.
I don't know if it's a battle damage version. I know it was a Mark 85 Iron Man because that completes the trio for me. the in-game trio. Which one is that? Is that the Mafex?
No, this is the SH Figure Arts with like a
Let me blow it up.
with a custom head. I don't know if
Okay.
focus. This was out years ago anyway. It's SH Figure Arts with a custom battle damage head. Do you know like what are they called? Is it Pineapple or something? I can't remember the company that made it. Manapple or something like that.
Oh, Nipple.
Yeah,
Nipple.
you know what I'm talking. Yeah. They made the head anyway, so it's that on a SH Figure Arts. But that on screen looks better than what I'm holding. Like, I love that scene. That scene's iconic. That's like the culmination of the Infinity Saga, isn't it? When he snaps his fingers again and says, "I am Iron Man." So,
yeah. I mean, Mafex showed Pepper. I passed on that. I just wanted Tony and Thor and
the trio,
Captain America. And I have the thick body Thor and the Captain America. This is in my. I think it's this one that's in my pile of loot. It is Mark 85, but look at everything he comes with.
That's a different figure. That's the Mark 50 from Infinity War.
Oh, okay. This is the Mark 50. Okay, so this is they're showing two different figures. Yes, you're right. This is the Mark 50. This is the one that I passed on because it was like $160 or something like that.
Because it comes with all that, yeah.
Because it comes with all,
when he's fighting Thanos, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the one that's in my pile of loot.
It looks great.
That I don't know where it is because it didn't show up at my house. And then,
real quick, I just want to make sure that the chat heard what you said before when you just said, "I just want Tony."
I want Tony. Somebody clip that. Ever since Joe Fest, Tony, you've stolen my heart. They got Captain Karen and Loki coming out.
Captain Karen.
I hate that haircut as well. I hate that haircut for Captain Marvel. It's accurate to the comics, but it's a terrible haircut.
Well, even the face, that's not very Brie Larson. It looks, I don't know, it looks off. But the Loki looks great.
Loki looks great, yeah.
I pre-ordered. Yes, I pre-ordered this Loki because the Marvel Legends is so bad.
Yeah, this looks better than the Legends for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mafex are pretty good as well. Unlike SH Figure Arts, where they're a little bit shorter, Mafex's scale is pretty good that you can put in with your Legends.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're slightly smaller, but they're not significantly smaller like Figure Arts.
Yeah.
And then the last three reveals before we wrap this up, I'm not getting into every company, even though I would have liked to talk about Jada Toys and their Street Fighter figures, because those look great. And I hope they fill in the gaps that SH Figure Arts left with Street Fighter. But we're going to round out Mafex and then call it a show. And they're doing RoboCop 2. And it looks like they got, is that Peter Weller? They got his likeness?
Looks
good. Looks like Peter Weller to me.
Yeah, looks
good.
Yeah,
they got his likeness, which I've heard is really hard to get and very expensive.
Haven't NECA done it as well, though?
Have they had an unmasked RoboCop? No.
Okay.
I think every RoboCop NECA has done has had the helmet on. But if you want to do it like...
They've revealed some for the 35th anniversary at Comic-Con, which I think...
That one might have it, but that's not out yet. Okay. Maybe Hot Toys has done it. And someone in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong.
I like the jars of baby food as well at the bottom.
Yes, the jars of baby food. And you got the battle damage version, or hanging there, disembodied. They're doing Big Boy Fett, which I don't need to spend $100 on that. I don't know about you guys, but their Empire and Jedi Boba Fett's, which are down here, just out of picture, are very well done. They're the best 112 skill Boba Fett, in my opinion. Although that Black Series Return of the Jedi Fett does rival these.
Yeah,
especially at the price point.
As a casual Star Wars guy that likes Mandalorian and Boba Fett, the Black Series one is fine for me as a representation on the shelf.
Which one are you talking about? The deluxe one that had like the flame effect and everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got an odd shaped helmet.
He's on.
I actually fixed mine with a little bit of heat. A little bit of heat and cold water. I fixed it.
Yeah.
You can reshape it. Which I think it was probably warped from the package.
I think so, yeah.
And then they're doing Space Jam.
I didn't see this. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, they are doing Space Jam. LeBron James.
I've not seen the film. Is it any good? By the way, I love the original Space Jam. I was like a perfect age for that film. So I've never went and watched this because I don't want it to ruin Space Jam for me.
So my kid watched it, and I kind of half watched it while on my phone. So no. You might appreciate the cameos that are in it, but it's not a good movie.
Okay.
If you don't want to watch this because you don't want it to ruin the original, then don't watch Obi-Wan
Okay.
for the same reason.
Okay.
And I look, I love Obi-Wan. I love Star Wars. I don't recommend Obi-Wan.
If they did Michael Jordan in the original Space Jam outfit, I'm in. And if they did Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny and Lola Bunny and all of that, I'll be in. Mayfex needs to jump on that.
Hey, they did Michael Jordan in his Chicago Bulls uniform. I have that one.
Yeah, I missed out on that. I should have got that. But if they did it in his original Space Jam costume, then absolutely in.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Seeing this gives me hope.
There you go. All right.
Have you got the boys Mayfex stuff?
So I did get Billy Butcher because I
Okay.
pre-ordered it, I think, during season 1.
Yeah.
And then I stopped watching The Boys episode 2 of season 2. And so when Billy Butcher arrived, I sold it.
Okay. I
just not into it.
The Mayfex, they revealed, like, Mayfex and NECA are both making boys figures. So I've been picking up the NECA stuff because I thought NECA are more likely to finish the team. But at San Diego Comic-Con, Mayfex revealed Starlight, Miss Queen Maeve, A-Train, and the Deep. And they also said they're going to do Soldier Boy as well. So, like, Mayfex are going all in on the boys, which now makes me think, shit, I need to go and get Billy Butcher. I need to go and get Homelander. I need to backtrack now.
Dude, if I'd have known, I'd have sent you Billy Butcher.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know until now.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to dip my toe in the Mayfex boys stuff.
I would have had those pictures ready, but in the interest of time, I knew this was already going to be a long show. We're at 2. We're over 2
The miss
hours.
isn't even back. I don't even know. She's at a wedding. She's not.
Look, Ryan, before we do go, I really do. Let me share this because I think this image popped up while you were streaming, and I want to get Dan's reaction.
Yes,
so this is a big G.I. Joe reveal from.
I've not seen any of the Joe reveals, by the way. Nothing at all.
So there's not a lot of good images around, but
yes, I know they had a live stream, didn't they? They had a live panel a few hours ago, but I wasn't around to catch it, so I've not seen. I've come straight on this, so I've genuinely not seen any of the Joe reveals at all.
Damn! For some reason, my Google's not letting me share screen. What happened? So they
looking at the chat. What did they reveal? Chat?
So a lot of pipeline reveals. They showed like a early digital render of
Shipwreck. I've seen that.
Shipwreck, yeah. Which his hat looks a bit weird, but a Pulse exclusive. Ryan, can you grab the photo out of I sent it to you in Messenger. For some reason, Google won't let me share screen on this. I don't normally stream from this computer, so Hasbro Pulse. There's a Pulse exclusive Serpentor and Air Chariot.
Oh wow, they've actually showed Serpentor. Oh pal, okay, I'm looking forward to this.
And I managed to find a good photo of it. Obviously, after they announced it at the panel, they then revealed it at the
Put
booth.
it on the floor. Yeah.
Packaging looks really good, man.
You sent it to me.
Waiting. I've been waiting for Serpentor.
Facebook Messenger.
I'm not seeing it, man.
Not in the group chat, just to you.
Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Serpentor.
Boom.
Oh, wow. That's the classified series one.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That looks really good. That looks better than I expected for sure.
That
looks really nice. That looks really nice. What's the price point on that?
No idea. It's they didn't launch any pre-orders as part of the panel. This is going to come later. I think they've got a lot of pre-orders they've got to fill yet before they start putting more stuff up.
That's really good. Really,
this is really big. I don't see a lot of reuse with this, so I'm gonna say $80 minimum, maybe more.
Yep, I'd say 80.
Serpentor is not a character I care about, so I don't need this. But I will say, just from
he was created by all the best leaders throughout time.
Yeah, Genghis Khan and everything.
Yeah.
That's great.
He rivals for the command of the Cobra Army. He thinks he is the rightful rightful leader.
Me not being into this is not me taking a dump on this. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure the vintage fans will love it. But it's just it's not for me. It looks good though. It looks like a well-made figure. Jeremy Jernigan, thank you very much for the super chat. Cobra la 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 la.
Yeah, he needs his crew now. They're definitely good. This looks really nice. That at first glance, it looks too good to be classified, doesn't it? So
I just want to say, Jeremy, if you send me a $2 super chat again, I'm not going to read it. Okay, you got to way more than that. Okay, put another 0 on the end. Okay, $20 from you, sir. Thank you. All right. Yeah, Serpentor. I'm sure the fans will love it.
Is that a soft good cape or a plastic cape, you think?
Soft goods.
Soft goods. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it looks wired to me.
It looks good.
Yeah,
I think the first time I've seen this picture, and it looks really good.
With this being a Pulse exclusive, it's got some really impressive packaging. I haven't had a chance to have a look at like what all the different accessories and that are. I'm actually saying that this is more likely to be $120 toy.
With a vehicle, does it come with a stand, you think, or something, or anything like that?
That would be
like a translucent stand to sit on, so it looks like it's hovering a little bit.
It would be a mistake not to have a translucent stand to put it on. Yeah. You don't have the edge. It's an air chariot. It doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's little hover simulation.
Yeah. And the box looks super fancy, and
it's kind of similar to that. Was it the con exclusive Dr. Mindbender? But obviously it's even bigger.
So it opens up type thing.
Yeah, it's got a slip cover over it. Then it opens up. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to dig into all of the photos because I was watching UFC and this show at the same time. So
they were kind of revealing this stuff as we went live. White Vegeta, he says soft goods cape with a texture. Cool. Yeah. Now, didn't they show like a gray prototype of Shipwreck?
Yep, and Torpedo. Shipwreck. The image quality wasn't great, but his hat just looks really off to me. His sailor's hat.
Did he have? He had the parrot, right?
Yeah, he's got the parrot. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and even like his pistol was like an old flintlock pistol. That's how the vintage figure came. Yeah.
Here we go. I got it.
Really like that Serpentor, by the way. That's the first time I've seen that image, and yeah, that's really good. Really like that. So it's a removable hat then, I guess. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Either that or an alternate head, because there's a lot of hair going on there.
Well, they got the hat right here, so I think it's removable.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it doesn't look right to me, but
you get the parrot. You got a what's that? A flintlock pistol?
Yeah. They've done that classified thing where they've sort of brought him into the modern age, I guess, because he's got a sleek back haircut, which I can't imagine Shipwreck had underneath his hat.
No.
So yeah, they've just done that classified thing where they sort of modernize these classic looking characters, which I don't dislike. I actually quite like that about classified. They're sort of modernizing these classic designs. So I'll be curious to see what it looks like in color for sure.
Looks like me after like 2 years of cardio, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a kid, I didn't have Shipwreck. My cousin had Shipwreck, and I didn't like Shipwreck because of the bell bottoms. I hated bell bottoms as a kid. Thought they were horrible. So I never liked Shipwreck, but it looks like they did not do bell bottoms on this guy.
I liked him because he had a parrot.
Gotcha.
Simple as that. Anyone that came with some type of animal, I was intrigued in.
All right. Well, cool. That was there. What they probably teased something else in the G.I. Joe stream, huh?
Torpedo. I know which that looks really good. That figure. Blake Quammen, Trouble Bubble. We're getting.
Thank you, Blake, for the super chat.
Finally, that's good to know as well, because that doesn't need to be a HasLab at all. That can just be whatever. Yeah.
That's what you know. What I would have much preferred though over the Trouble Bubble and something that they can do at retail is the Cobra Ferret, the quad bike.
Yeah. We've spoke about quad because what's it? Fortnite do like a quad or something like that, and they've now done boats and stuff like that. So yeah, Joe should be doing those type of vehicles and stop re-releasing a bloody bike.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the design process. I saw people picking up that ATV from the Mattel wrestling line and customizing that into a ferret.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blake, for the
Oh,
super
the one,
chat.
yeah, the one Big E's on. Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm on about.
I know what you're on about.
All right. Well, thanks, Dan, for hopping
It's all
on so
good.
late at night.
It's all good.
Shout out to your missus, even though she was at a
She's
wedding.
not bad. She's texted me saying she's on her way back, so she's all good. So
But
all
it worked
good.
out perfect then. Man.
It did. It worked out absolutely fine. It worked out absolutely. And by the way, this weekend has been like a little bit overwhelming with reveals and pre-orders. Like I missed out on the Mattel pre-orders that I wanted because I didn't realize they were going up, and there were so many reveals, and I was pressing refresh, and there's just been so much stuff.
Cool. Yeah, you got your Legends and Liquor tomorrow.
No, I think tomorrow I'm going to do a Turtles and Tea and recap basically a lot of the reveals that we didn't speak about right now, which is perfect. We're going to recap all the NECA Turtle reveals because there's a lot of them. They're going deep with the Mirage stuff, loads of comic Easter eggs, more Archie comics and stuff like that. So, yeah, and diorama play sets, like literally 3 different ones that attach to the street diorama. So lots of Turtle news for sure.
Yeah, tons. I would like to talk about those Mirage Turtles, but there's too much, man. I just want to stick with the Legends. And
That's what I said. So much.
Well, thanks for joining us, Dan.
All good. Pleasure.
Dan Who Reviews on YouTube. Link in the description. If you have not subscribed to him, I highly recommend it. And let's be honest, you probably are. What are you at? 17,000?
Yes.
Wow.
Not at Tony's numbers just yet, but I strive to get there one day.
How long have you been on YouTube though?
4 years, I think. 4 years.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been on for 6. So
See, if you weren't such a grumpy old cuss, Tony.
what?
That works. Clearly works.
I know it does. All right. Tony, I would thank you for coming on, but nah.
Yeah, whatever.
I've literally, by the way, quick plug.
Yes. Plug away. Oh, come back, Tony. Don't leave me.
I literally just reviewed this Null and Venom 2-pack on the channel. As we went live, this review went live on my channel. Full comparisons, all that good stuff. This Null is epic, by the way. Epic.
You guys got everything already.
Yeah, go and check the review out for this on my channel. Now the stream's over, you're allowed to.
Yes, go watch that. I just want to say one thing about the 3POA podcast next weekend. If you missed our last show...
Of course I'll join. Of course I will. Not a problem. Wait, what?
If you missed our last show, we are doing a giveaway for this Deadpool. To find out how you can enter, go watch the last episode of the 3POA podcast, and you'll find out how.
I entered. I'm in.
I know. I saw that. Yeah, you totally threw your name in the hat. Disqualified.
Ah.
Yeah, shipping's too expensive. No, I'm
How do you
kidding.
leave?
I'll ship it anywhere, unless it's. I mean,
Guatemala.
yeah, somewhere crazy. That's going to cost me like an arm and a leg. But SH
Big Deadpool
Figure Arts
fans in Guatemala. Big Deadpool fans.
SH Figure Arts. Go ahead.
I hope Sergeant Slaughterhouse wins it, and you're going to ship it to far north Queensland.
Oh man, yeah, that Australian shipping is killer. But it's the SH Figure Arts, the MCU Deadpool that is up for grabs, as well as a gold Steel Brigade head, the Kickstarter exclusive, courtesy of Bobby Valla. So
I want that. That'd be cheap to send to the UK as well, by the way. Just letting you know.
Yes. Well, we're sending them both to the same winner. One winner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So check out the last episode of 3POA and see how you can enter that if you have not already. And we'll be back next Saturday, and we'll do that giveaway live on air. And that's all I got. Check out Dan Who on YouTube. Check out his new review of Null and Venom and all the other figures that I don't have yet, or anyone.
And I have a very special review coming this week.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I can say.
You got a new subscriber. Look at that.
Did,
Popped up on your screen. Very cool.
That's what happens when you subscribe to me.
All right. And how about we end this stream with the super chat from Jim Largo. Thank you very much. He says, will we see Desert Rat Reacts to San Diego Comic-Con? I'm in Guatemala, by the way. Yes, Jim, I will definitely send it to you if you win.
There's been loads of reveals, Tony. Loads of reveals all over the place.
Yeah, but I don't think you'll see a Desert Rat Reacts video for it. I'm so busy working on some other projects at the moment. Don't know when we'll see a Desert Rat Reacts again. You will see it again, but I just don't know when.
All right, thank you, Jim. Real quick, Bobby Collins, I know you've been reviewing Black Series figures lately, and you've been buying sequel trilogy stuff. I got a lot of stuff I want to get rid of, Black Series wise, especially sequel trilogy. So reach out to me, let me know what you want, and we can work out something. All right. Thanks, guys. Tony, thanks for joining us. 3 POA next Saturday, 5 o'clock Pacific, right here. Bye.
Bye.